What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Episode 9. Woo-wee! That last one ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, so I'm going to make this quick so y'all can jump into it because I know y'all have been waiting for this one. You know the drill. Hit that sub button if you're here often, and even if you're not sure if you did, if you could go check, that'd be really cool and I'd greatly appreciate it. But nonetheless, enjoy the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.
Um, and you guys went to Interceptor, which you successfully did,
Yes, sir.
speedily getting to the lair before them. And Izuto sort of stepped out of the shadows and it was sort of trying to maybe negotiate something or at least delay them a little bit, get them focused on him. Um, but as I believe he began to make hand signs at the end of last session, um, the combat has begun.
Yes, sir.
So everyone can go ahead and roll initiative. I will roll 20 initiatives as well.
Okay, studying is a bonus action. All right. Arata initiative. Fan initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Than?
Wait for the turn order.
Than stayed crazy on initiative.
Zan has not gone below like a 17, I think.
He's a quick doggy.
He is a
Good
quick
boy.
little dog. Speedy little doggo.
Okay, and the other chaotic thing about this, well, you guys are about to find out, but is that the elk creature and Amy are both considered elite creatures.
Okay.
Which means that they get an extra action or movement at the end of the round. So
Consider
if I
myself
forget
elite.
that, remind me, please.
I think Amy shouldn't though. That's just my opinion on the matter. That's where I'm
I'm fine with
sitting.
elk though.
Yeah, Elle can have it. Elle can have it.
That's very generous of you.
But as your DM, you can go fuck
As,
yourself.
but as your DM, no fucking sure, mate. Oh, you know what I watched the other day? Are we getting started? I'll stop.
Sorry, just a second. I'm getting the.
Okay. So
Dude,
yesterday,
it's scrollable, bro.
it is. Yesterday, I saw on YouTube. Have y'all heard of this 40-year-old long D&D game?
No.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah,
It's
I think I saw
so sick. It's
Yeah.
so great. This dude's been running a D&D session, like his whole fleshed out world. It's been going for 40 years.
Just
Oh
one
my
piece.
god. Imagine
It's
more.
yeah, no, it's been with multiple people, but his world is it's similar to Earth, like in size with like how big it is and like where you can go and what you can do. It's so cool. I watched like a little 10.5 minute video over it and he just kind of like talks about it a little bit. Oh, it's wild. He has people literally fly in to like do his D&D sessions. It's like that's crazy.
That's hype.
Wait, sorry, the same people or like different people?
He's had different groups. They've kind of rotated in and out. And he does character death permanently. Like, so if you're in your session, your character died, you're not allowed to play anymore. Like, that is your one character you get, and you're done. And he talked about he has had, like, grown people, like, start crying, like, at his table because, like, they die. I'm like, dude, if you have a character for 4 years and they die, and, like, that's it, oh, that'd be so sad. That'd be so, oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine. No, it's crazy, though. He has, like, thousands of painted minis that he's done himself. It's insane.
I'm like jealous, but I'm also kind of horrified because that's
Yeah.
like so much prep work over the years. I
No.
would go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it's really impressive, but I would never want
He's-
to live his life.
I think he's like a professor, like a college professor or something, and he kind of talks about like that has just been his life. Like that's just it. It's been his life. I was like, that's crazy. Good for him though.
Right, fair enough.
Excuse me.
Well, let's go ahead and get started. So first up, this hunter here.
Before you start, you did say at the
Oh, our
last
bonus
session
things.
that Suiko, Than, and Arata get a bonus
Like our sneaky, because we're like sneak
Thing.
attacking him or something.
because they haven't seen him yet.
Right. So some that would normally be considered like a surprise round or whatever.
Mhm.
But these guys are not actually surprised. They're ready for combat.
Oh, okay.
What Suiko, Thanatos, and Arata do get is that they're hidden right now. So the first attack that they make out of being hidden will be at advantage.
Oh, cool.
And obviously the enemy won't target them now because they don't know that they're there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
If the enemy isn't prepared, then you would get a surprise round. But these guys are coming here for a fight, and they were alerted to Izuto being there. So.
Makes sense.
okay, fair enough.
All right. So this hunter here backs up a little bit, and he takes out a bow. And you watch him. Well, first he targets the elk. And
Damn, you got some range on that.
He do have some. Hold on. Can we talk about this for a second?
what is the range?
What,
think
80
it's-
feet? 80 feet.
Yeah, he has a long bow. So
Yeah.
Oh, we're not. No, yeah, I wasn't. I was. It
I
was just
imagine
funny.
You're right. I was
Yeah.
saying it's insane.
He's got the sniper out.
So he does hit for 12 points of damage.
Oh dear.
And then you watch him do something that you're a little familiar with now. He takes out 5 arrows and
Oh,
puts
shit.
them onto his string, imbuing a little bit of chakra into each of them. And he says, "I've got you covered. Go for it." So that's gonna be his turn. Next up is Mr. Smuggler here, and he sort of runs up to Izuto and he says, "You threw a bunch of earth at me, and I'm gonna get you back."
Yeah,
Sounds
that's fair, dude. You gotta
terrified.
do, bro.
Actually, you know what? Just for the purposes of this, he is kind of terrified of you. So he will roll at disadvantage, I think.
Nice.
He's shaking in his boots.
In front of his 13-year-old child.
Well,
And you
despite that,
both
though,
same exact
you
thing.
know, it's fight or flight, and he's going for fight right now. So,
No.
oop. There we go. So Izuto, you do take 10 points of damage as he just sort of charges forward and sort of stabs at you with his little blade. And then Thanatos is up.
All right. He is going to do the good old offer at Beast Human Clone because he likes looking like me. I mean, understandable. To which, after doing that, he will. Who do I want him to hit? I guess it makes sense to try to take him out. Okay, is he within 30 feet of this dude? Yeah, okay. So he goes ahead and from behind the tree starts making, a bit of a revving noise, spinning up, and then just jumps out on top and just zooms towards this guy, spinning
Okay.
with Tunneling Fang. Does he get a shot on him in this situation or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna say since he was hidden before, and the hunter was like not paying attention to that area at all.
Okay.
So I'll say you get out, and you do have advantage on this attack as well.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, he goes for a Tunneling Fang right at the dome. Plus 3 or 4. Plus 2, Lamau. All right. Nice.
Classic.
Ugh.
He should have put more than +2, I think.
Is it? I was doing his Dex mod. He has
Dex
plus-
and proficiency.
Oh, okay. Then it would be plus 5, I suppose. Okay, so 13.
Yeah. Does that hit? Yeah, that'll hit a hunter.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
you
forget.
guys haven't fought the hunter before, but they aren't terribly good at combat necessarily.
At like close range, yeah, makes sense. I need to remember to add proficiencies. All right, 2d6 and then 2d6.
Okay.
Schmack.
+2 on top of that, or is that it?
Oh, plus 2 on top of that, yes, because of Dex, so 13.
So the hunter gets slammed into by a giant tunneling fang.
Yes, sir.
He sort of staggers back and he loses the shots from his bow.
Oh, okay.
Next up is one of the smugglers,
You're welcome, everybody.
and he like turns around and like glances back and sees this like errata clone essentially standing. And he looks between like that and Izuto. He's not really sure what to do. He sort of goes back in for Arata, or the Arata clone rather. So he will go ahead and attempt to attack Thanatos there.
15 AC. Oh.
Okay, so that one, or that's a 15 to hit. So that will hit, unfortunately. Yeah. For 10 points of damage.
Fair enough.
This hunter here, he will go ahead and disengage. Oh, actually, no, he didn't need to disengage.
I was like, he's not next to him yet. Oh, I could have put him there, huh?
He will go ahead and just attack the elk. And he shouts out, "Focus on the elk, ignore the kids!" Unfortunately, he misses with his shot.
Embarrassing.
He will, however, knock 5 arrows and get ready to shoot anything that moves. You're up.
All right. Okay, he's only got 11 health here. Should be easy peasy, right? I don't really need that. Okay. I am going to, I'll just go ahead and, yeah, I'll do Chakra Blow because it should be fine. So I'm going to go and activate Chakra Blow. And then I'm going to hurdle, just kind of flip over this tree because I'm really good at acrobatics, as we learned at that party. And then as I flip over this tree, I kind of spring off and just lunge at this dude, trying to swipe him with my Chakra Blow blade.
Okay.
And then I'm rolling with advantage, correct? It's the first one.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Jesus. All right. He has a low AC, but not that low.
Yeah. Okay. We get it.
He does manage to dodge out of the way with Chakra Blade.
Ugh.
Next up is the elk beast. He will go gallop up to Izuto. He lets out a roar and says, "Do not hurt my new friends."
We're friends. Come on.
What?
Let's see. 30-foot cone.
I proceed to give him a kiss.
So, I think it'll hit Amy, the smuggler, and the enforcer, but not the two behind them. So it's a strength saving throw.
I was gonna say, if it's 30, it hits everybody except the hunters and the one smuggler.
It is? It does?
You think so?
Oh yeah, it's exactly
okay.
30 on both of them.
Okay.
Yeah. As I was gonna say, I mathed mine out too for 30 stuff.
Oh,
It
okay.
hits everything except hunter and smuggler.
So what you're saying is I'm in the perfect spot.
Yes.
So they will all use their whatchamacallit, a limitless potential, since they are non-clan members.
That's so embarrassing.
Hey,
Very embarrassing.
perfectly even.
Um,
Oh, just kidding, it's a d20. Lamau.
okay, so
Oh, hey, okay. You can stop now.
well, I mean, there's a lot of rolls here.
Stop with
You
the-
know,
you can, let me be more clear. You can stop with the 8s.
Oh, okay. Well, sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Not really. I see what you're saying. Okay, so, alright. So 2 of them failed. Actually, no, only 1 of them failed. The first one, the smuggler that attacked you. Let's see. It is still half damage, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah. So it is. Oh god, it's begun. So much to do. Alright, 9 points of damage on that guy, and then 4 points. Do you want to add 4 points of damage to all the others? While I set up Amy's turn here.
4 points of damage to the other people's, as you said.
Yeah, the enforcer, smuggler, negotiator, and Amy.
You know,
Oh.
pursuit.
I
Did you
think I
just
deleted.
delete him?
I pressed backspace before I clicked the number.
Easy to
Need
like,
another
fuck this guy.
smuggler. Thank you.
Oh, bro, he just disappeared. I was like, I know 4 damage ain't do that much.
So Amy will, seeing a potential hostage here, she will step forward and use Water Whip on Izuto.
Oh no.
I don't like the sound of that.
Unfortunately, so she forms this whip of water, and it sort of whips out to you, attempting to sort of grab you and pull you closer. But you dodge out of the way nimbly. And then she will go ahead and just back off a tad here.
A tad.
Next up is Mr. Hunter. He will target the elk. He does hit for 16 points of damage. He'll sort of...
Oh, wait, not to stop you, but did Amy get her second action and the elk?
Yeah.
I just thought about that.
they get it at the end of the round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, once everybody's done. And he will prepare 5 arrows as well.
Of course he will.
Izuto, you are up.
Okay, I will. Okay.
You could bring down the enforcer like you did last time.
I just one shot him again.
Just grip
Bit
and
more
rip him, bro.
Bit more enemies to deal with this time.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and back off, and he can make his opportunity.
Just to remind you, there are 2 hunters who will also attack.
Hey, about that. Yikes, huh? Alright, I will just do the math on this real quick, whether it's better to do. Okay, I will just go ahead and dust coat for 5.
So what are you using?
Dust coat, so it'll go ahead and be, my AC is 13 plus ninjutsu ability modifier, which is intelligence, right? Or would it be the ninjutsu plus proficiency?
Sorry, say that again?
Is it like the ninjutsu? I always ask this question when I do it. I'm sorry. The ninjutsu ability modifier, does that include proficiency, or is it just
Yes.
the thing? It does.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it would be 13 plus 6 plus half my proficiency would be 1, so it'd be 17.
Oh. Okay. This is dust coat, right?
Yeah.
I always forget about it too. I'll look it up real quick to be sure.
I'm pretty sure I always do 17, but just making sure.
That sounds right. Oh, okay. Actually, no. Ninjutsu ability modifier, that is just intelligence.
Okay, so 13 plus 3 is 16, right?
Yeah, and then half your proficiency bonus is 17. So yeah,
Yeah,
17.
so it is 17. Okay, cool. And then temporary hit points to ninjutsu save DC, which is 14.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it, because I can only move. So I'll just
Okay.
hit him.
Next up is the negotiator. And he turns around and sort of grins, seeing Arata there. He says, "Pee on me, will you?"
Listen.
He will walk on over and attempt to strike Thanatos clone.
I can't even be mad at him for this one, can I?
And he does miss. He's not terribly He's quicker with his words than he is with his attacks.
As he whiffs, I yell back, and I'll do it again.
Suiko, last or almost last, but almost not least.
Almost.
Okay.
Almost.
Almost. Only the enforcer gets to go before me. Okay. Alright. Okay. Izuto, you got this, right? You got that.
No, well, not fully. Not fully though.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Okay. Okay, I want to do my move high. I'm gonna double roundhouse kick this dude in the face.
Sounds about right.
Makes sense to me.
And also, it says the target must make a strength saving throw, being knocked prone on a failed save.
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay. Let's see if I can land the hits correctly.
Yeah, so that'll hit.
I was gonna say you'll get advantage on this one.
Yeah, I do it's 2 kicks also, similar to the other attack.
Right.
Does that mean she rolls to hit 4 times, like with advantage?
Yeah.
How would that? Is that how that would work? That's funny.
Oh, nice.
Pretty hidden.
Okay, so do it 2 more times.
Hey, you could hit a 20, get a crit.
Okay.
So your first attack was a 15 and 21 to hit, and the second attack is a 8 and a 25.
Oh, so
Almost.
close.
Oh, actually, if you guys recall, she has an iron claw,
Which
Right.
Plus 1 to crit.
which
Yeah.
crits on a 19 or 20. So
I will say,
you-
does this count, like, is her thing a taijutsu thing, though, or does this count as a weapon attack when she does her high moon thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you're probably right. It is.
I'll
it
say,
does-
I want her to crit, but, like, I
Yeah.
also don't want to.
Yeah, I
it,
am
it would
kicking
be
them in
funny
the
for
face.
the enforcer to immediately die again, but
Yeah, we should go by the rules. Yeah. So
Darn.
you do hit twice at least, so that's still plenty.
Okay, and then plus 1d6, so...
Ooh, not bad.
Let's see.
We take those. That's average.
So, all right. So the enforcer is almost taken out yet again before he gets a chance to move.
He does get to do something this round. Good for him.
Oh my god.
Because he's not going to last another round. I don't.
Did he fail his saving throw? Is he prone? Because that's tough.
Oh, he is prone. Well, he just gets
Yeah.
up, and it's half of his movement.
Oh, okay.
I mean, normally that's better, but he just happened to move right after you. So, he will attempt to do a 3-point pierce attack on Suiko.
Is he mad about the double roundhouse kick to the face?
I think he's blocked that out of his memory. I don't think he remembers that. 3 attacks. Okay. So he hits twice.
Oh, God.
It's only 1d8 for each hit, though. So you take 8 points of damage there, and make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Okay. Plus 3.
Okay, so that'll save. If you had failed, you would have lost your reaction for the round. Top of the round, and they both get their elite actions or whatever. So the elk will, let's see here. He will do a gale palm, or I guess a gale hoof.
Gale hoof.
Nice.
Nice.
Go team.
Elegant.
We love gale hoofs in this household.
I've always been a Gale hoofer.
You have since day one.
Always said that. Always said that.
And he says to Izuto, "Get back! You're wounded."
Nah, bro, I'm one-shotting Amy next round. I promise.
I guarantee that. Oh, rough rolls.
Makes you
Oh, it's still 7 points of damage, and he has to make a strength saving throw. So he is pushed back 15 feet as this force of compressed air sort of blasts him away. Yeah, that's what he can do. Amy will. I don't know if she's close enough to. She'll go ahead and move again. Go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't run away from me.
6.
Come back here.
Bring that ass here, boy.
I'm going to use all my chakra to bring her down in one turn, bro. Oh god.
Smuggler is up next. Oh, actually, Oh yeah. You can't do anything. The smuggler will go ahead and charge Izuto again. Again, a disadvantage. I think it's +4 to hit.
My man's is shivering.
Not shivering enough.
No, one more.
Nope.
Oh, hey, no crit though. No crit though. No crit.
He's determined to try to take you down.
He is upset about, and that's okay.
So you deal 13 points of damage as he slashes a bit of your dust coat off of you.
Then you'd have been dead, huh?
Yeah.
Or at least
Next up is
unconscious.
Thanatos.
Hey, Than does get another turn. Thank goodness. Than.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I totally skipped that hunter's turn that was next to you. He was supposed to...
Oh, yes.
Well, he's just gonna disengage and run away.
You cut off a little bit. Is he just disengaging and running? That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just disengaging. So yeah, Thanatos is up.
That's so good. All right. Well, Than is still cloned up. I don't like Amy coming down here all willy-nilly. That's a little concerning, to be honest.
That is. Maybe don't stay near her.
All right. Arata does get to move before Amy, which I think is important. Question: if I do another tunneling fang with Than, would they still get a attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything about tunneling fang that gives you disengage.
Okay.
And there's also
so it has to. Okay, that makes sense.
as well.
There's also 2 what? Say that again.
2 arrows knocked by the hunters.
Oh, cool. Okay, we're not gonna do that then. Than is gonna turn after the negotiator swung at him, and in just retaliation, just start revving his engines again, and going for another take to the dome here.
Okay.
It's 5, and I guess I do not have advantage this time.
So I'm pretty sure, yeah, that will not hit.
Dang, come on, Than.
See, he dodges out of the way this time.
One for one, huh?
Yep. The smuggler here, he will go ahead and attack Van, unfortunately. $14 to hit does not hit, right? He has an AC
Nope,
15.
15, yes sir.
So Thanatos yips and dodges out of the way.
Good boy.
The hunter here will move a little bit and attack the chakra beast
I should have done.
for 18 points of damage. The chakra beast will go ahead and use his counter breeze reaction as a gale of wind there. Gets in the way of a little bit of the attack, at least. So we only take 6 points of damage. Next up is Arata.
Oh, is that so? Amy's scary.
Yeah. She tried to take a kidnapping victim. Don't stay near her.
Also, I don't want to leave Than by himself though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not in a fun spot. Okay. I suppose I feel like I should really try to join up with the team. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run. I also should get out of the way of any cone attacks that are gonna come our way. So I'm gonna go here with 15 feet of movement. I will go ahead, load up another chakra blow. And as I scream, I'm not missing this time, I go for another hit. Oh, wait, there's the things. Oh, that's fine. I think I should still move, so I'm still going to move.
So an arrow does come out of the last hunter's bow, striking you for 10 points of damage.
For 10?
Bro, I've been getting hit for 13.
On a daily basis over here, bro. 10's fine.
Light
To be
work.
fair, I've been rolling pretty well so far, which does not bode well for you guys.
You guys been
Okay.
doing D8s and only been 8 and 7 in your attacks.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, I'm going to go for a slap on this dude with my chakra blow. Dude, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you won't miss this time.
Oh boy. All right. Well, next up, I guess you still have your bonus action.
Oh, yes.
You could disengage and move a little more if you wanted.
How
to.
much? So if I like disengage, can I just move the rest of my movement that I had? Is that what would happen?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Still have 20 feet of movement. I guess. Well, but then are the hunters gonna shoot at me again, or no? Because it's the same round.
No. Yeah, he can only do that once per person.
Okay. Yeah. I guess in that case, I will go ahead and use cunning action to disengage, and I will go. That's 20. I guess I'll go up here. Boop. Try to create some space between everybody.
The Chakra Beast will, seeing Thanatos left all on his lonesome down there, he will just gallop over this way,
Aw, who cares about him?
taking an attack of opportunity from one of the hunters. Takes a swipe at him, hitting him for 5 points of damage. And he will go ahead and he's just trying to make himself sort of the main target here. He'll turn around to the hunters and do another violent whirlwind. So the hunters will roll strength saving throws. And they will use their limitless potential. Because they did not have to last time. So 1 fail, 2 successes.
You gotta give us something, Chief.
He's doing what he can, but
Oh, we almost killed that one.
ideal for him. After that is Amy.
No.
She looks between the Chakra Beast and Thanatos. She looks like she's gonna go for Thanatos. And then the hunters, you hear them call out, "The elk! Get the elk!" She redirects herself. She'll go up to the elk, and you watch as 2 blades of sort of water form in each of her hands.
I don't have to start crying yet.
And she hits twice. And you watch as like bits of ice form where the blades touch the elk.
Dang, bro, the elk has like no AC, bro, and 11 hits.
It's like he's
His
wearing
AC
armor,
is
okay?
11. Yeah, he doesn't have armor. He's a big target.
He is a big boy. This is true.
The hunter will go ahead and attack the elk as well. He will hit for 8 points of damage. Izuto is up next. Oh, and he will back the heck off too.
You people have just pushed my buttons time and time again. Oh my god. I will attack the enforcer and the smuggler each with an agonizing thorn. Just so we're clear, during one of our short rests, I said that I was choosing agonizing thorn for my just ninjutsu class stuff.
Right.
Um,
I recall that.
yeah,
I will say, if you're in melee range, if you do any ranged attacks, they're at disadvantage. So you're being threatened by that smuggler now, which makes it a little harder for you to do ranged attacks from your position.
Okay, and if I move, it's 1 reaction and then 2 from the hunters?
The hunters don't have their bows prepped right now for that.
So it'd just be 1?
It'd just be 1.
Okay, I'll do it in this order. I will use my bonus action to restore my dust coat.
Okay.
God damn it, bro. I keep forgetting. It's 13, I think, for hit points. Oh, no, 14. And then it will be minus another 5. And then I will disengage. Or not disengage, but...
Take the hit or not.
I will take the hit, yeah. I will be taking the hit.
We'll see. Yeah, no, he does not hit this time.
Okay, and then I will... And then so the Agonizing Thorn, since I chose it after the rest, the first cast will be half. I don't know how that works with double jutsu. I'm going ahead and assume that only one of them gets halved. So I'll do it that way from now on to be consistent.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're 2 separate casts.
Yeah. So it'll be a total of 6, which will put me down to 27. And I will roll for that. That was for the smuggler.
Okay, so the smuggler gets taken down yet again.
Well, I was gonna say I still have to roll for damage. That's just the.
Oh, I thought that was the damage. Never mind.
No. That's just the hit. You're good. Since it's single target, it's not a. I still have to make sure I hit.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it doesn't hit the enforcer, but it hits the smuggler.
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm gonna say there is not a very high likelihood of him surviving, but. Nope,
Yeah, I would say not. So the smuggler goes down beneath the agonizing thorn, sort of thumps to the ground against the tree there.
I was gonna say he also makes a strength saving throw. I don't think it counts. I think he's gonna be prone regardless. But
yeah, he is definitely prone right now. The negotiator is up next, and he's like between growling Thanatos and this massive elk creature. He will just disengage and back off.
Can't talk to them, bro. Can't talk to them.
Yeah, you're not sweet talking those two.
Not part of his job description. Suiko's up next.
Okay. Save. All right.
The enforcer looks at you and he says, "Don't try it."
Do it.
Hold on. I forgot to take the. Okay.
Suiko, hit him hard as you can.
I know. I'll high monk his ass. Okay.
Okay, God, you act like we're in a battle or something. God.
It's not a big deal. All right. Okay. I'm gonna round. Okay, let me roundhouse something.
Oh, I meant to. God damn it. Okay, never mind.
Right. What did you mean?
I meant to use the rest of my movement, but I didn't. I'll just use the next turn.
Oh.
He goosed.
Yeah, I goosed it a little bit.
I lose
Forgot about that.
sadness. All right. Let me see if I can hit this guy.
So that will hit. However, he will use his weapon deflect reaction.
Okay.
So you watch as he basically tries to meet your kick with his blade.
Okay.
And he does increase his AC by 3. which makes it 16.
Hey, still hits.
Means that you still hit.
Let's go.
Ayo.
So you still hit him.
I just hit him once though.
Yeah, you just hit him once though.
Okay. Ah. Hanging in there.
He says, "Won't be so easy for you this time."
And then after
Are you sure about that, bro?
Yeah, after after that, my character gets to jump back 10 feet after that move.
Okay. Would you like to move as well?
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I forgot. Are the hunters aiming? They're aiming at the deer right now, right?
Right. Yeah. They're focusing on the deer.
You know what? I'm just. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill right here for now. I think that's a good spot for now.
Okay. The enforcer is up next. And he says, "Where are you going?" And he runs after you.
No.
He will attempt the 3-point pierce yet again.
Dude, you're barely hanging on. Why are you coming after me?
Got something to prove.
Okay, sure.
Or knocked unconscious.
Hey, I was gonna say after last time, he's gonna.
He's made his first attack, and that's okay. This is his first attack in 2 times we faced him.
So he deals 11 points of damage as he hits you twice with this these 3-point pierce attack. And go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Right, I get a +3 if I remember correctly.
He attacks like your pressure points, I guess, and
Fine.
causes you to lose your reaction when you're can no longer react on this turn.
Okay. Arata, beat him up.
Why do I have to deal with him?
He's
Yeah.
right in front of you. Just like gently kick him and he'll die.
The hunter here, flees, dashing.
Where are you going, bro?
Hey, where are you going, my guy?
The smuggler here is knocked out, so we'll remove him from the bar there. And Thanatos.
Okay. Than. Yeah, Than's pretty bruised at this point, and I shout to him while he's over there, and I was like, just get to safety, buddy, because I do fear for him, so he's gonna disengage, and then go ahead and let's see, how far can you move?
He can hide behind the roots or whatever. He's definitely small enough to do that.
Yeah, he'll definitely do that then. He'll go ahead and disengage and then jump back here, and hide again.
Okay. All right. Next up is the smuggler that was just there. He barely even notices as Than leaves, as he's focused on this big elk in front of him. So he will go ahead and attack the elk. But the elk manages to sort of dodge out of the way. He's kind of like swirling around, trying to avoid all these attacks from all these enemies. The hunter here, you hear him call back and say, "Wait, we can still do this," to the guy who's running. And he will go ahead and attack the elk. The elk will use his reaction again, the counter breeze, blocking the damage entirely. I have not been counting chakra for the elk. Let me do that real quick. Let's see. Minus 10, minus 14, minus 22. Alright, and that'll be his turn. Arata is up next.
Yeah. I look at the enforcer and I go, "Sorry, bud, looks like you're not getting too much done today." And I just go for a cute little swing. I'm not going to use my 0 movement thing, though, because I'm going to want to move after.
Okay.
Hey, I can hit people.
That will hit.
All right. And then I do have a teammate there, or an enemy of that person, so I get my sneak attack.
He goes down beneath your blade.
I was like, yeah, it's going to kill no matter what, so.
So he thuds to the ground again, having gotten at least an opportunity here, but not making much of it.
As he goes down, I laugh at his suffering.
And then I will. Let me see. What are my options again? Dash, disengage, or hide. Okay. I am going to. Can I run back here with Than? Because I feel like it's pretty much exactly what I do. Okay, I run over here with Than. I plop over here and I use my bonus action to hide. Do I have to roll for that? How does that work?
Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Oh, is it a 15? Is that what
Yes, yes.
you rolled? Okay. Yeah, it looks like everyone is pretty focused on the battle right now, so you do successfully hide yourself behind the root there without anyone noticing.
Okay.
All right, so that's gonna be your turn. The Chakra Beast will go ahead and he will go ahead and use his Gale Palm attack on Amy. But Amy nimbly dodges out of the way, unfortunately.
Gotta hit those, Mr. Elk.
Amy is up next. She will counter with her Water Palm Blades.
Do we have a way of knowing when Mr. Elk here starts to get low on health? Like how hurt is he right now? Like visibly.
Can you guys not see the health bars?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
for the
have a
elk,
health
no.
bar. The Elk's the only one.
Oh, interesting.
Is that like 1 health point? No big deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like super
About
weak.
to
and
die.
We just don't even know. Yeah.
The bar now.
Oh yeah, look at
Well,
damn.
yeah. So we can see it's about half. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about that.
Okay.
But Amy just barely misses. There's this furious combat between the Chakra Beast and Amy as they're both kind of dodging each other's blows. However, Amy has some allies at the moment who are helping her.
I love just picturing this elk like left, right, bobbing like Muhammad Ali, just
Bobbing.
like.
The elk will go ahead and use the counter breeze.
Sheesh.
Walking the damage again. But he is running out of chakra here. Next up is Izuto.
Get him.
Bro, Amy's
Get
so
him,
good.
Chief. He said, "Hold." I'm killing this. I'm killing this.
It's
Bad
30.
girl.
Amy, hi.
I will try to hit her with 2 agonizing thorns.
Okay.
Attempt to.
Okay. First one will definitely hit. The second one, unfortunately, she dodges out of the way.
Okay, first one, she needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. She will use her elite tenacity on this. That's the other thing that elite creatures get.
Of course.
It's only a D4 though. It's not a D8. So yep, she is prone now, right? Or is she poisoned?
No. This one is. Oh no, this one is prone. Yeah. Sorry, there was another one that was dazed, but now she is knocked prone. Since I am doing damage, I will go ahead and do another thing in the ninjutsu specialist, which is potent jutsu. So D rank or lower as a bonus action, just straight up deals the maximum damage it can.
Oh boy. Okay.
So this will do 8, 16, 24, 26 damage.
That's it.
Alright.
Just a measly 26.
Amy, I'll say for the flavor of it, you're casting these spikes of earth at her. She tries to throw up a water shield to block it, but one of them misses. The other one just crashes straight through the water and hits her straight in the torso, knocking her prone and really knocking the wind out of her. She coughs a little bit of blood. All right. Is there anything else? I think that's probably all you can do.
Yes. Don't worry, I got your back.
Put it all on.
Oh. And then I'll go ahead and mark my chakra wall.
All right. So the negotiator says, "Lady Amy," and he sort of runs up, and so he's like shielding her body a little bit. And you watch him do some hand signs.
Oh, no.
Well, he doesn't know that you're proficient on intelligence saves. So go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw.
Me?
He's directing. I mean, you're the threat right now, obviously.
They don't know where I am. I'm a secret boy.
Give me 1 second. I have advantage.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Why do you get advantage?
The stone crusher thing gives me advantage on. Oh wait, this is intelligence or ninjutsu? Sorry.
Intelligence.
Hold on. Oh no.
This is a genjutsu. It's not a ninjutsu.
Intelligence on. Okay, hold on. Let me actually read it in the book. I think I just have it in as intelligence.
What's this boy doing out here?
What is this called? What is this feature called?
It's under. Nope, it's ninjutsu. It was in the. It's like in the ninjutsu specialist thing.
Okay.
But it is specifically ninjutsu. Oh wait.
Okay.
Advance on intelligence. It says advance on intelligence. It's the stone adept thing. But oh wait, never mind. Never mind. I don't have it. So it'd be a 12.
All right. So you feel like this torrent of like conflicting emotion and like desires into your head. So you are now incapacitated.
You bitch.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, basically you can't do much right now. You can look up the condition if you want, but it's basically you just can't do much right now.
Okay.
Suiko, you're up.
Okey doke. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna do an avalanche dance on him. I'm gonna hit him in the joints.
You're gonna hand him a joint?
Hit him in the joints.
Pro, take a hit.
I was gonna say, that makes more sense.
No, I'm gonna hand him weed. Yeah, you got
I
me.
was like, Suiko, that is out of character. I didn't realize.
This is how she treats her foes.
Yeah.
She's
It's such a sin. That
They get to get high, and then I punch them in the face.
then it hurts more.
Yes, exactly. You understand.
I would never.
Right, okay. See if it hits. Ayo.
Definitely hits.
Okay, and it says I get a plus 3d4.
Right. So it'll be 1d6 plus 3 plus 3d4.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. 1d6 plus. Can you repeat that one more time? Roll 1d6.
1d6 plus 3, so that's your normal unarmed attack, and then plus 3d4.
Plus 3d4. Okay. Wow. Did I do this right? Okay.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, cool.
And he has to make a
11.
Constitution.
Yeah. And he is dazed until the start of their next turn if he fails it.
Right.
And
He does fail. So just to give everyone a dazed is they can take a movement or an action, but not both, and they can't take bonus actions or reactions until the end of his next turn.
Is an attack of opportunity? Is that a reaction?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say, is it just for the incapacitated thing? Now that I'm reading it, so I'm not doing anything next turn.
Unless you lose that condition somehow. Yeah.
Okay.
Just to give you a sense of it, like it's obvious the negotiator he like completed his hand signs. You're pretty sure he's concentrating on keeping this jutsu active. So you could knock that out of him, or someone could anyway.
I was gonna say we do know it's like the whole his eyes thing, right? We learned that from last time.
Correct. The enforcer is no longer with us. Top of the round is the hunter down there.
The one running away.
Yeah, so he gets off. You watch him disappear into the forest.
Yeah.
Thanatos is up next.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big play here potentially.
There is a juicy play.
Will he risk Thanatos?
What do you mean there's a big play? Thanatos can't do anything, bro. He's gonna bite him? I know.
Juicy play.
I
Juicy
don't
play,
think...
that's all I'm
Can he even... Oh, he can. I didn't think he could. I was gonna make the excuse that he couldn't. Okay. You know what Than does? Than looks over, or like reaches over, because in my little pack, I have a greater blood pill. And he reaches over, because this is just like a bonus action, right? If he just like reaches over, like grabs it out of my pack and like chomps it down real quick.
Technically it'd be an action, but I'll say I'll let Arata use his reaction to feed the blood pill.
Okay, so I kind of grab the pill, toss it to Than, and I say, you know what to do. So he will eat that.
He does know what to do. He's very good at eating things.
He's just ecstatic to get what he thinks is a treat.
He does.
Was the greater A? I just had it pulled up so I could know this. 4d4 plus 4. 4d4 plus 4. 16. All right, he's full health.
That'll do it.
Now I roll well. Yes, sir. And then he yips out of excitement for feeling refreshed and full sends it at our negotiator boy. Still looking like me, of course. And goes ahead and goes for a bite at the ankle.
Well, looking like you. Perfect.
Okay, so I have a question. Because bite is +4 to hit. Does that mean it's like +4 plus my normal 5?
No, it's all inclusive on that one, unfortunately.
So that one's just +4. That's it.
Right. Well, it's his dex and his proficiency. So his proficiency is 2, his dex is 2, so +4.
Oh, okay. So then, okay, gotcha. Oh, does he bink it?
So his AC is 16.
No.
I'm sorry.
As he goes for the ankle once more.
That was rough.
Oh, that's so sad.
Next up is the smuggler. Yeah, I just realized I'm pretty sure I've forgotten the elite actions for like 2 rounds, but that's okay. The smuggler will go ahead and target the elk.
I'll take some blame. You
If it
told
makes
us to
you- I was
remind
gonna
you.
say, if it makes you feel better, I think you only missed it this time. You did have him for the last 2, I think.
Okay, that's good. The hunter will target the elk for 15 points of damage. They are not missing the elk.
Dude, they're on it.
Arata, you're up next.
Oh. I
And
just
I will be right back, so just do what you're going to do.
figured out. Okay. Man.
I can't do or say anything.
Are you coming up? Yeah. That's just what's happening. I suppose so. I could almost kill Amy, though. Those are both very appealing, because Amy does go right after the elk.
She's prone, though. You'd have to get up, right? Oh, wait, no, prone's just...
Prone's just half your movement. She would still very much get to, like, do her turn. And I would get advantage... Actually, yeah, I would get advantage attacking her, because she's prone. I believe.
you do get advantage.
Yeah, because it's disadvantage on
Covered.
ranged. I guess you're in.
Just to
It's
have
up
her
to
out
you.
of the way, right?
Yeah,
I think both of them are very
both are good.
valid
Yeah,
options.
I'm gonna go for Amy because I also get my sneak attack with Than, so I'm gonna send it. So Arata decides, he looks up, sees the situation, sees that Amy's looking awfully injured, and runs over and pops his chakra blade once again and says, "Third time's a charm, baby."
There we go.
And being prone, I do get advantage on melee, right?
Correct.
Okay. Doesn't matter. We're hitting no matter what. All right.
Oh, roll for the crit.
All right.
So as you target Amy, looking pretty vulnerable there on the ground,
Mhm.
the negotiator uses the "Got Your Back" feature
What
as a
the
reaction.
hell is
Nah,
that?
you made that up, bro.
Yeah.
That's not even
You're-
real.
It is one of the options for a defender, which is what it is. And you hit him instead. He redirects the attack.
Oh, well, that's fine. I was trying to choose
Yeah.
between which to hit, so you know what? We take those.
Does that break his concentration on me?
We'll see. He'll roll a concentration check.
Okay.
He gets
So
smacked in the face and still
all right.
maintains
So
his
he is. So my usual hit, I get my d6 plus. It's plus 3 for my dex, right?
Yeah, dex and proficiency. So, I'm sorry for the damage.
Yeah, for damage, it's just plus 3. Okay, and then I get 2d8 for sneak attack, and then I get 2d6 for blades of prey blades of prey. Bang. Ooh.
Wait. No, you did chakra blade too, so it's an additional d6, right?
You are so right, my wonderful DM. Add 5 to that. Sheesh, that was some rolls.
Just to let everyone know what concentration checks are, because I don't think any of you really.
I think we've done them like
we
we've
did.
done like once for an enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for an enemy now.
It's Constitution saving throw, and the DC is either 10 or half of the damage dealt from the blow, whichever's higher.
So he has to hit a 15.
So he would have to hit a 15, correct? And with a natural 1, he will not.
I don't think he hit a 15.
And as he takes his hit, I look him in the eye and I'm like, "You're about to get pissed all over."
That's
so
a fire line.
Easy to you sort of wake up and you hear Arata say that. Situation is more or less the same.
Hey, bro, that's my teammate right there.
That's my boy.
That's my road dog.
The Chakra Beast, he's not looking so hot, but he will attempt to stay in the fight here for at least one more round, as he attempts to sort of stomp down on Amy.
He's also probably confused when I'm talking about pissing on this dude, but that's fine.
He knows what piss is. He'll be fine.
That's true.
He understands.
He gets it. He's one of us.
He does.
So he does stomp on Amy.
Nice.
Just caves her head in.
Just domes.
Check the damage here. That would be.
What is this one called? Super hoof?
Yeah, no, he's just stomping on her.
Yeah.
It's called Super Hoof.
Yeah, it's called Superhoof. I read it in the DM manual. It's
Yeah. So he does not kill her. He knocks her unconscious, however, on the ground. Stomping on her torso, not knocking the air out of her. Amy is no longer.
Negotiator taking that hit, I think, hurt them so much more than it helped them.
No, I mean that's probably true, but it's his.
No,
job.
yes, it's what he
Can't
would
be
have done.
character.
Yes, it's what he should have done. But
The hunters.
I guess now that I'm no longer incapacitated, like during this, I would like to tell the hunters, like,
Dude, it's not worth it. You are in a losing fight. This is not worth it. You should follow your buddy over there.
Okay, I'll let you make persuasion or intimidation, either one.
I think they're both the same, but I will make an intimidation.
Okay.
feels more appropriate.
Feels more appropriate. I'm not very intimidating.
Yeah, they seem to agree with you. However, he goes and grabs Amy, and dashes away with her. He says, "Don't worry, Miss Amy, I got you." Izuto, you're up next.
Okay, I'm going to head and assume that.
Don't
you
let
guys
him get
have this
away.
covered.
Don't let him get away. I scream at Izuto to get him.
Yeah, 30. And then I will go ahead and try the Earthern Grasp him and her. I guess both in the same. Where is my Earthen Grasp thing?
Do you still, if he's doing like an earthen grasp on an unconscious person, do you still have to like roll to hit?
Well, I would say I probably wouldn't let him target Amy since Amy's being carried by the hunter.
Yeah,
right
I was gonna say I am targeting
Oh,
the
okay.
hunter, and then he probably drops her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you manage to restrain him, I'll say you can sort of easily grab Amy or whatever.
Yeah, and I will. I guess we'll see. I'll save my double jutsu. So they make a strength saving throw.
Right, strength saving throw. Nat 1. So
Yikes.
he is the grip comes from the earth and grabs him, restraining him.
Ready, and then I will just do the 2d6 on the hit, and then the bonus action for the other 2d6.
Yep.
So 2d6 plus 2. 2d6 plus 2.
Okay.
So 14.
So yeah, so he's looking pretty hurt. He's like trying to struggle in the grasp of the earth there, but he can't get free. The negotiator is up next, and he will.
If he disengages, does that count for both me and Than?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He disengages and runs over here. And he sort of tells the hunter as he passes, "Take out that one there," and he points at Izuto. Suiko is up next.
I'm not done with you, negotiator. Not till
He's trying to run from it, but he knows it's coming.
He knows. He knows. I might have Than dynamic mark just for the memes.
Are these smugglers still attacking the deer?
Yeah, so they seem like they're pretty. They're not really paying attention really to the rest of the combat. They're just like focused on like this massive deer in front of them. The one next to you is obviously trying to stay away from you as well, but he doesn't notice what's going on with Amy and all the drama down there.
Okay. Is the one in front of me dazed? Did he get dazed?
He's dazed.
Sorry. What does that do again?
Did I
Like,
see him on the initiative order?
can he make a move in his upcoming turn?
Yeah, he'll either be able to take an action or move in the next turn.
Okay. Huh. Well, that sucks.
I think I removed this guy from the initiative order. But right now he does not have a reaction, so you could just move away from him if you wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, whatever, I'll get rid of this guy in front of me. Might as well finish him off. Okay. I'll use my Iron Claw, I guess.
Okay. I mean, your Iron Claw is only 1d6 plus 3 damage.
Fair. Whatever. Whatever, I'll do the avalanche dance again. Why not?
Okay.
Do I hit him?
Same.
That'll hit him.
Yay. I got this. I can't remember how to do this. 3d4.
Oh, it didn't roll the 3d4. So just roll the 3d4.
Okay.
Actually, well, yeah, I guess technically you need to, because if you rolled all
There's a
one,
chance. Yeah. There's a world.
Okay. Okay. I don't add anything to the 3d4, right? Oh, no.
No,
Okay.
it's just a 3d4.
Okay. 3d4.
Oh
Okay,
man,
yeah,
I wanted to see it. That would.
Dude, all in that once.
Alright, what did I do wrong? Did I do it right the last time?
I
What
think
did I-
You forgot a
sign.
plus sign. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at least it didn't do 33 d4s.
That would have been great.
Suiko, you still have your movement if you like to move.
Oh yeah. Okay. Where should I move? Yeah, I'll get next to over here. Yeah, I'll stay right here, so I can take down the other smuggler. I'm good.
Okay. Next up is the Elk's elite action, because we're not forgetting that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my DM, bro.
And then he misses gloriously against the smuggler there. So
He's just trying to intimidate him.
Yeah.
yeah. As a breeze sort of ruffles the smuggler's hair. And just is up next.
You looking like me out there, El? All right. What are we thinking, everybody? Because I can go 2 different ways on this.
I will call for assistance.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yes, I'm doing that, but like,
I want to see Izuto hit 0 chakra.
No shot, dude. I still got chakra pills and a sapphire pendant as well. I'm not hitting 0, bro.
he said no shot, brother.
Not this session.
You know, there's not really.
Oh yeah, I did. Since I looted the armory, I have 10 chakra pills on me right now. I'm not losing. I'm not going to 0, bro.
Actually, I am gonna do this. Okay, Than is gonna go here, and then he, with his last 4 chakra, is going to dynamic mark and hit all enemies in the area. To which
That
I
is
then
definitely an alpha move.
yell at the negotiator. I told you it was gonna happen again. I'm like, you go, Than.
I guess I can't really get away now.
Then not listen. There's trust. Okay, just trust.
All right. Next up is the smuggler here.
So
He will attack the chakra beast. However, he will miss. I got all my good luck early in the round, I guess. Now, not so much.
yeah, all of my bad luck was in the beginning, and now we're good. So
All right. The hunter will target Izuto. 18 to hit for 13 points of damage. And you will need to make. It's a concentration for your earthen grasp, right?
Oh, nope, it's an Earthern construct. They have to make another saving throw on their turn as an action.
Oh, okay. All right. In that case, he will continue moving. Well, actually, he'll stick with his buddy. He's not going to leave his buddy. Arata's up next.
all right. How do I want to do this?
Actually, Earthen Grasp is a concentration spell.
Oh, it is?
A concentration jutsu. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
If you look under duration, it says concentration up to 1 minute.
Oh, okay. I was reading the description. My bad.
Yeah, it says it in the upper bit and duration. So go ahead and make a concentration check. It's just
Okay.
DC 10.
What's that?
It's just DC 10, so you just have to beat a 10.
But it's just a d20, right? Or do I add anything to it?
Whatever your Constitution saving throw is.
Okay, so it's +3.
Okay, so yeah, so you may maintain concentration on the earthen construct that you've created.
You're good.
All right, Arata's up next.
I would say, like you said, Izuto. Part of it is so if they run away with Amy, we can track them down really easy.
But the more important part was obviously just, the message.
Well, yes, yes. I mean, of course. There was some. I was like, I can defend myself. I'm gonna use 5 chakra to activate 4 legs technique. So I go ahead and I get onto all 4s, and kind of start growling menacingly. And then I proceed to rev up just as the negotiator had seen Than previously do. and full send it 30 feet to boink the negotiator. And I do get an extra d6 because I marked him with my thing.
Oh, okay.
So it gives me +1 d6 if I use a clan jutsu on someone.
All right.
So let's do that to hit. Oh, things we love to see.
That'll do it.
And then I'm hitting him for 5d6. Done.
Okay.
I'll also do it.
Yeah. So he looks like he's like trying to like get the pee off him, and then he sees you like, coming up and just clock him.
Just barrel into him.
And he sort of skids along the ground in front of Izuto.
And I'll do it again.
The smuggler is no longer here. The chakra beast. He'll look over there, but seeing that you guys appear to have things in hand for the moment, he will focus on the smuggler in front of him.
Stomp
With
him.
another
Stomp
Gale.
him. Or Gale.
And he misses, I think. Check.
God damn it,
Yeah,
dear.
he misses. The hunter
I thought I was bad.
attempt to get himself free from the. It's a strength check, right?
It is a.
It was a strength saving throw. That's what it was
I was
earlier.
gonna say it is the same one, so yeah, strength.
Okay.
I have so much. The bedrock one is the dexterity one.
Wait, is it a check or a save? Because it actually matters here.
Save.
Okay, so he does make it. He gets a +3 to his strength save. So he does free himself from the grasp there, and he will continue booking it.
Is he taking Amy with him? Like, did he pick up Amy on the way?
He is. He can't dash though because he.
You can't hide from me. I smelled
he's-
Dan's
he's-
piss from
oh,
a
you're
mile
right.
away.
Crap.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, Izuto, you're up.
All right, I will. I mean, most efficient way to do this. Yeah, you know what? You've caused enough trouble. I tried to earthen grasp to try to not knock you out, but you're becoming a burden. I'll go ahead and just to make sure, I will double it and make 2 agonizing thorns.
Okay.
Let me read double again. Let me make sure to have to do it before, because I've been doing it before, but now I'm curious. Efficient moldings.
Excuse me.
When you cast jutsu, targets only one creature. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. I guess that hits.
So he the agonizing thorn hits him in the back, and he sprawls down, unconscious.
I was gonna say, there's a world if I triple nat 1.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a guaranteed hit by any means, but
I'll roll it.
Just for the, he's already,
Okay.
he'll be prone after it. But hey, I almost hit it.
Almost banked it.
Yeah.
But
all right, is that it for you?
yeah. I will go ahead and I moved from here to there 10 and 20.
Next up is Suiko.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, wow.
We got it over here. Just help the elk.
Yeah. Alright, whatever. Classic high monk, I guess.
If it ain't broke,
If it ain't broke,
Ain't
don't fix it.
It's my agonizing thorn. Ain't broke, bro. I don't fix it. I tried to fix it and see what happens.
Exactly. Okay.
all right. So the first one hits, the second one misses, unfortunately.
Nice roll 11.
All right. Takes 11 points of damage there. Next up is Thantus.
All right. Than. Is the 17 the knocked? Oh no, I can hover over it and it tells me which hunter is which. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Oh, so he's gonna get to move. That's annoying. All right. Well, nonetheless, Than, seeing this hunter, the closest thing, and smells his pee all over him, decides he wants to go take that ankle out once more.
Do it.
Runs over here, goes for the good ole, and in true Than fashion.
Hey, he did pretty well this combat. He can't complain too much.
No, he did good. He hit his abilities when they mattered.
Right. The smuggler will attack. He will attack Suiko.
No. That's
19
fair.
to
I did
hit
just
for
Oh.
15 points of damage.
Dude, what?
So, he gets kicked in the face once, and he dodges the other kick, and he just sort of like looks over you with like bloodshot, like crazy eyes, and he just swipes at you.
Great.
Bringing you down, unfortunately.
Nice. Deer. Come on, deer.
Your dying words were "dear, come on, dear,"
Come on, dear.
or not dying, but
Yeah.
unconscious words, I suppose.
The hunter, he will go ahead and go. He will not disengage. He'll just go. So you have an attack of opportunity with Than if you want it.
Yes, of course. Do I have to still D20 but check that I hit it? Or does it just automatically hit? I just roll for damage.
It's a d20. It's just like a normal attack. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. And he picks up Amy, and he will go an additional 30 feet.
I can track you for miles, bro. Don't do this.
Next up is Arata. You do hear Suiko sort of cry out in pain behind you.
Arata, I got it. Follow them.
I got you,
Let
dog.
me cry out, you goddamn deer.
All right. Oh, he's
No.
70.
To be exact.
Oh, wait, I
it
can still
was
get to him.
Deer, comma. Help me, dear.
Okay.
Please write that on my gravestone so everyone knows.
I got you.
Okay, so I'm going to run 35 feet, and then I am going to use... oh, wait, I have plus 10 speed because of my 4 legs, so I'm going to go 10 closer. And then I will... How close am I? 30. Perfect. And then I will gear up one more time for a tunneling fang. Start revving it up again as I yell, "I warned you, brother!" As I just full send it right here. In Christ. And I go for a tunneling fang once more. Dude. Okay.
So, as we've established, hunters have 11 AC.
Yeah.
Okay, I do...
Double 10 is rough.
Oh, you know what I can do? Because I've used my bonus action. I'm going to bonus action... I have grapple, right? Isn't that my other one?
No.
I have overwhelm to try to grapple him.
Oh, okay.
It's an athletics, so it's my dexterity versus either his dexterity or strength. Let me double check that, but I believe that's what it is. He can pick whichever's better for him.
Yeah, that's usually how it works with grapples.
I said, yeah. So is it just my dex versus his thing?
Yeah, go and make a dex check.
Good lord.
Okay. So he's slippery. He's tough old wiry old man. He dodges out of the way of your attempt to overwhelm him.
Hey, keep running, brother. I got infinite dashes, dog. I'm coming at you.
The elk is up next. And he will attempt to do a medicine check on Suiko.
Aw.
The elk does care for us. I have learned this.
Damn, I'm sorry for cursing you out, dear. You're alright.
He's not terrible. Don't say that too fast. He's not very good at medicine.
Damn
Nope.
it.
So he like tries to like bind your wound, like lick you a little bit to try to, like help. It's not actually helping.
You know, it's the thought that counts. I'll accept it. I mean, I'm dying, but I'll accept it.
Next up is Izuto.
Oh,
Um,
Okay, it didn't matter, but I am reading Overwhelm, and I have to make a strength check against the target strength or dexterity.
Okay. So that would have been worse for you.
It would have been worse. Although I forget how my Inuzuka clan works. Let me keep reading, but that is what it is.
Okay.
I will go ahead and have 9 greater blood pills. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just feed a greater blood pill to Suiko.
Okay. You aren't gonna use the normal one?
I only have a greater blood pill. I think I might have talked it. Actually, do you remember if when I ransacked the place it was regular or greater?
It should have been a regular.
Okay, then I think I have 1 greater and 8 regulars.
That sounds right. I may have misspoke when we did that, but they should have been regular.
Yeah. To be fair, I think I'm the one. I think I messed it up on. Since I had just 1 greater, I think I just added it to it.
Okay.
So now I have 7 regular blood pills, and Suiko's getting a regular blood pill.
Okay. Yeah, you go and roll the healing 4.
What is it again?
2d4 plus 2 or plus 4?
2, 4 plus.
Plus 2.
Yeah, plus 2.
So 2d4
Greater is
plus
plus 4.
Okay.
Not bad.
So Suiko, you sort of wake up, coughing a little bit of the blood pill back. Next up is Suiko.
Welcome to the land of the living.
thanks. You're the realist. Okay. Okay. Izuto, what are you gonna do after this? Are you gonna?
Well, if the smuggler, it depends what you do and what the Elk's elite thing does. And if the smuggler goes down, then yes, I will be following Arata.
Okay. All right.
If not,
we'll
I will be
see.
staying here until he is down.
Okay. All right. Well, the elk goes. No, the smuggler goes before the elk. Great. Well, I can walk away after hitting him, right?
If you do a high moon, it doesn't like you already jump back. So it depends what you do.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yes, I will do that. Yeah, the Moonlight High thing. Okay.
Okay. First one hits. Second one definitely hits.
Oh god, what do we do? Plus 2d6, okay. 2d6.
You get these, I believe.
Let me see him. Let me see it. Let me see the 10.
Yeah. No.
That's fine. I'm sure the elk can.
I was gonna say I would hope Elk hits here. Elk's missed a lot. He hits these. Trust.
All right. So he takes 14 points of damage there. Suiko, with your second kick, you kick off of him and head back 10 feet. And you still have your movement if you like to move as well. It's up to you.
Okay.
Go ahead and help Arata.
Yay.
I will tell him.
Okay, hold on. How far can I go? Okay. Let's just see. 15, 20, 25, 30. I can only go this far.
Dang.
All right. Next up is the elite action, and he will go ahead and do the violent whirlwind, which I'm just gonna roll damage because it probably won't even matter if he saves. Yeah. So Smuggler gets tossed against the tree branch there and is knocked out.
User.
Frick that guy.
And then he'll sort of head over here, and he says to Suiko, "Get back! You're wounded."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
The hunter.
Wait, does Than get his thing? Because Than was before, or is it not gonna matter?
Oh, sorry, I did totally skip Dan.
I
Well,
don't
I
know
was
how
gonna
much
have
it is.
Hunter kind of surrender here.
Okay. I also Than can't get to him without because he doesn't have enough chakra. So Than would just run up menacingly if that helps with intimidation or anything.
Sure. So the hunter, he drops his bow. He kind of has Amy's body. He's trying to shield her a little bit from you. But he says, "Okay, we give up. We give up. Just
Yeah,
don't
there's
kill
no
us."
We, my brother in Christ.
Hey, that's
isn't
fine, man.
you.
Put the weapon down. We're not gonna hurt or kill Amy. Okay, we're not here to kill anyone. We're here to protect the elk.
Okay, you can make a persuasion check with advantage, as you have not killed anyone thus far.
Yeah, until I slit this dude's throat, bro. I'll tell you what.
Haven't yet, but this hunter is looking really murderable.
Alright, you said perception. I think it's a 6 for me, yeah. So 6. Nice.
Okay. Oh, this is persuasion, not perception, but
Oh,
it was still a good roll.
persuasion is... I mean, does it matter? I get
Yeah,
plus 0, so 17.
You're good. He nods and sort of sets Amy down, so it has his hands up.
Yeah.
With that, you guys have successfully completed the encounter.
Whew, that did get a little dicey, though.
Yeah, that went much better than I honestly, I thought it'd be one-sided one way or the other, but that was a lot closer.
It was a good fight.
I think there was a healthy amount of,
Yeah.
missed things from both sides that made it scary.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm leaning on the deer. I'm freaking tired.
He is seeing either. I mean, he says, "My back is if you'd like to ride."
Absolutely,
So cool.
yes. Oh my god.
I wish I left you dead.
He kneels down and allows you to sort of climb up on his back, which is quite. He's a huge beast. He's larger than a horse.
I am ecstatic and so happy. I love this deer.
An elf, so
And everyone sort of gathers in the central clearing there.
yeah, I will, for the sake of organization, I will tie them to this root or something.
Okay.
The ones that are knocked out. Amy will stay there. Who else was? I guess you and you.
Oh, there you go. All right. So
Where are we going?
I suppose, Amy. Well, it kind of depends on how you guys. What would you guys like to do at this point?
Just in the clearing, I guess, and just kind of sum it up. I guess this would be how I would do it.
Yeah, go here. Definitely look at the elk. Hey, are you okay, man? You took a lot of hits there.
Okay. Thank you for backing us up.
The elk nods and says, "I am wounded, but so are all of you. So
True.
I am grateful that none of us perished."
Hey,
I am as well.
true, brother. Yeah. Can we get Amy up to talk to her?
Yeah, I'll say for the purposes of this, you tie her up, I assume, first.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll get her tied up to a tree trunk or whatever, like everyone else, and
Make sure she can't use.
I kind of look at the hunter. Is this happen to be the hunter that we talked to earlier? Or no?
Notably, none of the hunters that were there were the one that you talked
Or the
to.
one that we talked to? Okay.
Okay. Sorry, you go.
Well, I was gonna say I kind of looked this hunter in the eye. I was like, "Look, man, you're already marked with chakra-infused piss all over your body. I suggest you run away and don't come back for a while."
He says he looks over at the other hunter that you have tied to the stump.
I immediately say, "You can take your friend if you want."
He looks at Amy and the other smugglers and stuff, and he nods and he says, "Aye, thank you, master. Remember, you promised you wouldn't kill her."
Yes, I
will
guarantee
not kill
you
her.
she will not be dead within
But
the
get
next
lost from
couple
This
minutes.
forest.
Yeah, he grabs his buddy and sort of limps off, leaving you guys with the smuggling crew.
Oh, thank God. Now that they're there. Okay, who's getting first dibs? Who's trying to kill?
All right, who's throat we slim first? No. All right, so Amy is back up now.
Sure, yeah, she's up with 1 HP.
You give me the enforcer, I'll give you the negotiator.
Deal. Amy, what the hell is this? What's going on here, Chief?
Hey, what's crack-a-lackin', bro?
She sort of looks at you three and says, "Well, it appears that my ploy failed. The hunters will not be joining our forces for the negotiation. Congratulations. I suppose you and Lord Ibuki have won."
Yeah, no, this ain't about winning or losing. Why are we killing the mystical, magical elk that's just trying to vibe and live in the forest it's always lived with?
Agreed.
You were supposed to be the, like, loving and caring one.
She says, "Oh, I like to think of myself as such, but really, my priority are the citizens of the Land of Tea, not magical beasts."
Mm-hmm. Of course. Right. So we only love and care specifically for who we want, but you're willing to kill others to, get to where you want to be?
Kill beasts at least, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, at least you're consistent.
Intriguing. You should stay consistent. Yeah. Amy, I'm going to need you to either A, give us some serious reasoning as to why we shouldn't just go ahead, walk your happy ass right over to the courthouse and just say, "Well, you're the worst person ever," or that's exactly what's going to happen.
She grins and says, "Oh, that would be a welcome change of scenery."
The courthouse.
Okay, listen.
Okay, so you are suggesting we take your little battalion here.
Okay, do you want to tell us anything before we go? Because everything we've gotten is just negative from what you're trying to do. I mean, I would like to see your side of things. That's not just some nationalistic, patriotic, blinded wake. I need some logical reasoning.
I shouldn't mislead you. What I told you in our first encounter was relatively true. The smuggling that we do provides needed goods for the overtaxed citizens of the Land of Rivers. We wanted to acquire this territory for their sake as well as for ours.
Right. So do the citizens also need the weapons and stuff that you're smuggling to survive, or is that just for funsies on the side?
We don't smuggle weapons. We smuggle minor weapons, not anything
There it
major.
is. There it is.
Got
There
him.
it is.
Hey, high five.
Okay. Right. High five. Okay. So it really seems like these illegal activities have started to grow and grow and grow. And let's say, theoretically, we were to take your side. Very low odds right now, if I'm being frank with you, but I'm trying to give you a chance. How are you going to keep this smuggling from not just growing exponentially? Because that's what seems like it's been happening.
Well, as I think you probably pieced together by now, our intention is to acquire the town itself.
Mm-hmm.
So once the town is a protectorate of the Land of Tea, smuggling will no longer be necessary. The taxes will be lower. Trade will begin as normal.
So you
My
think...
primary job is not smuggling. I am owner of several legitimate businesses.
Right. Okay. No, yeah, so was the leader of the mafia. So what you're telling me is you think that this kind of smuggling ring that you have created, intentionally or unintentionally, because I think it might be bigger than you think it is from what we have gathered, you think it's just going to magically disappear when you get a hold of the town?
Not magically. As with any of these smuggling issues, they only arise when there's a need for it. If there's no need in the town, the people will not pay and risk a smuggler's prices if there's legitimate goods at an equal or lesser price.
Got it.
Also,
the whole, like, you are doing this for the sake of the people. I am sure you have people in your nation that would need help and are homeless and are poor. Should you not focus on them before trying to conquer more people? Or
She says,
territories, I guess, would be the better wording.
She says, "You are correct. There are people who slip through the cracks. However, the land of T does have a very thorough and wide social safety net.
Do I know if she's telling the truth?
Right. So
Suiko, coming from the land of T, it is one of the most wealthy lands. So they do actually provide pretty well for their citizens."
Okay, cool.
gotcha. One of at least my personal last questions for you. Do you happen to know, and also I guess this might have to be a memory check for me, but did we ever get the name of that girl that was like supposedly
Guarding the fortress.
yeah, like guarding the fortress?
We did get the name, but I don't know her.
Yes, Lily.
Lily? Okay.
That's
So Amy, do you happen to know this Lily person and what's going on over there? Because they seem to have quite a few weapons and blood pills and such going on over by
And
the
an irrational fear.
the abandoned fort. Yeah, and a big fear of the kill in her eyes, as they basically put it.
The other property we have no interest in that property. What are you talking about? Blood pills? We don't smuggle blood pills.
Right, so there is a
So
bigger
it is
smuggling
bigger
problem
than you
than you
think.
know. Okay, cool. This makes a lot more sense. So just so you're clear, Amy, there's a big smuggling problem going on. And you doing this like Robin Hood smuggling of like it's okay, in my eyes, seems to
It
be
sets a
making
bad
it a
precedent.
lot easier for the bad guys.
She nods thoughtfully and she says, "You sound as though you're telling the truth, in which case I may need to do some cleaning in my organization."
Yeah, I would look into it. Because this Lily chick, from what the people were telling us, apparently does her business quite ruthlessly, from what we could tell, and smuggles a lot of not so nice items.
I see. I will look into it. It gives us a bad name if weapons are being smuggled,
Yeah,
and it draws unwanted attention as well.
just a little bit.
I will say it was one of the deciding factors of our not siding with you.
Well, and kind of what Izuto had said earlier. Is she telling the truth on this? Are we kind of assuming this is
You
truthful?
can make an insight check if you want.
I was like, 'cause if she really doesn't know about this, that makes me feel a little better. But if she does, me and her are throwing hands on the spot. I'm knocking her ass out again.
We're done officially and romantically.
Okay. Yeah. So you get she's hard to read, but you sort of stare at her and try to get a good read on her. She does seem legitimately surprised and like kind of freaked out that she isn't aware of this, and she
Okay.
does seem to think you're not just bluffing here. She does seem to believe you.
Okay. Yeah. So Amy, I just in these circumstances, I trust you. I believe you that you don't know this was happening. We just can't take your side because if we let you take rule, then these bad smugglers are going to probably gain some pretty immediate power, with you taking the lead,
She
whether
she looks well-
intentionally or unintentionally.
She says, "Perhaps, although if we manage to take the town entirely, then they would be out of business as well, along with my smugglers,
Why would they be out of business?
because smuggling would no longer be necessary."
For
Those
illegal
people would
items,
be-
it is.
Those people would would those people not be extremely upset with you, and would it still not happen?
She says, "Without knowing more about this other group that appears to have attached itself to mine, I can't say for sure. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
This is
If we get none of these properties, and my attempts to take the town fail, the smuggling will likely continue, even if it isn't as a result of me. Even if I pull out, others will take my place. Power abhors a vacuum."
I see where you're coming from. I think the risk is less, personally, Amy, going with King Ibuki? Question mark?
Lord.
Lord Ibuki. Going with Lord Ibuki, I think is just less risk because the smugglers already maybe aren't afraid of him, but know that he's against it. Whereas again, I think you going into power, you have to look into it, And then if it gets out at all to like the town folks that you were like involved in it in any way, knowing, unknowing, that's just going to be a cause for immediate riot.
She nods and says, I see your point. Frankly, I'm fine with whatever you decide.
Hear me out, Amy.
I've had enough of this village. This has been more trouble than it's worth.
I think if you give it some time, you clean up your act a little bit.
Okay,
You could
pulling
make
the
a
dog the bounty hunter. Hey, bruh.
But yeah, that's all I have to say to you, Amy. I have no more. I'm sorry that you could not find this out sooner about this dark side of your smuggling ring.
Amy, look, you seem like a good person. I don't think you're trying to do any wrong. I think this situation is just rough. And I think that you had some variables that did not land your way.
She nods, looking at the row of knocked out smugglers, and says, I would agree with that assessment.
All right.
Well, let's head our way back to the...
Yeah, she says, I will say, if you let us go, I swear I will not come back to this forest, nor will any of my men.
Do we need to make
What do you
another
think about
perception
that,
check?
Mr. Deer?
You can make an insight check. I mean, this time it's a little harder to read.
Okay. So are we... Yeah, go for it.
The elk says, oh, sorry, yeah, go ahead, Suiko.
Mr. Deer, what do you think about that? Do you trust her?
He's an elk.
The elk,
She's my friend. I can call him whatever I want.
Not how that works.
the elk nods its head. It says, I want her off of my land. A promise, I suppose, is the best we're going to get.
Excellent.
Agreed.
We will...
Well,
Fair enough.
All right, Amy. Well, let it still be known that I can smell you for a long way. And if I even get a hint of you coming back into this forest anytime soon, it's going to be a problem.
She nods and says, yes, my first, I'm going to get a bath. That's my first priority right now.
And you know what? I don't blame you.
Okay. So I'll say that the smugglers begin like waking up. Well, assuming you untie them, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, yes. We'll go. We'll help untie them. Let them do their thing.
Sure. After a little bit, they all wake up, and Amy gives everyone sort of a bow, and leaves the clearing.
wonderful.
Alrighty. Can we go ahead and talk to the elk for a little bit in his, I guess, either here or in his little cave, either or?
Yeah, sure. Let's go to his little cave. He has something to give you guys anyway.
Yay.
That's what you little shitheads been waiting for.
You don't get it, though. You're not getting this. Whatever it is, you're not getting it. You don't deserve it.
Yeah.
So he leads you back down into his little hollow there. You see him sort of rummage. He sets Suiko gently down. Sort of against the walls there. And he goes and rummages in a little crevice between the bark or the wood, and he pulls out two items. He pulls out a pair of boots that appear to be made from white leather, and a collar about the right size for Thanatos.
Than is ecstatic because he sees it and he sees it. It's his size. Than immediately runs up to him and just sits down next to him, just waiting patiently, just wagging his tail.
He looks down at Thanatos like kind of like a somewhat like disappointed, or not disappointed, but like a stern, like uncle or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he grabs the collar and offers it to Arata, ignoring Thanatos. He says, when you feel your Nindog is prepared, this collar is it has some sage energy infused into it. It will make your dog a little bit stronger for his attacking potency, and
Okay.
it will act as a failsafe if he's ever grievously wounded to restore some of his health.
Well, thank you very much, Elk. I appreciate it, and I will wait till he is of ready. Do I have a way that I'll know he's ready, or
He looks over sternly at Thanatos again.
Dan's looking kind of sad now. He's kind of head down. He's kind of upset.
He says, I suppose he probably is. I'll leave it to you to decide.
Sounds good. Thank you, Elk. I appreciate it.
He looks over at Suiko and brings the pair of boots over to you and says, "It is fortuitous that this was what he left me, this pair of boots. I saw your grace and strength with your combat prowess in the last battle. These will help, I think, a little bit with your style of fighting." And he
I
offers
love
you
you
the
so much, Mr. Elk.
Um,
Yay.
So I'll send you guys the stuff on that in a bit here. Basically, they give a little convenient ability for both you and Than.
Sweet.
He looks over at Arata or at Izuto, and he says, "I wish I had more to offer. Unfortunately, crafting items is not my specialty."
No, it's all good. When we
Tear rolls
first
down
came
his
in,
cheek.
when we first came in here, we didn't give any names because names are very powerful. But now that we've fought alongside each other to, basically almost to the death, it seemed at some points, I would like to formally introduce ourselves by name. I'm sure you've heard them already, but I'm Izuto, Suiko, Arata, and
Hi.
Than.
The elk nods gravely, and he says, "I greet you, Arata, Izuto, Suiko, and Than. My name is Kieran."
Give us your
Poggies.
name. We're friends. We're best friends.
Besties for the resties.
We can.
I'm ecstatic.
There you
I'm so-
go.
I'm
There's
so
the-
happy. I really-
He bows and says, "You are always welcome in my forest, you four."
Yay.
Thank you. We will be sure to accept the invitation when plausible.
He says, "Again, it sounds to me as though Amy will be pulling out. I would appreciate it if you could try to persuade this Lord Ibuki to make it a priority to clear this land of hunters as well."
We will see how the negotiations go, but I did give my word that I would clear out, so I will try to make it possible.
I have a feeling we'll have some pool.
Some pull in negotiations.
He nods and says, "Thank you, thank you. You've proven yourselves friends of the forest."
Yes.
I'll come back to visit you someday, Mr. Elk.
He nods and says, "I would like that, Suiko."
Yay.
He says, "I will take you to my favorite watering hole."
Yay. Oh my god. Excellent. Looking forward to it.
All right, and then I will bow and suggest the others do the same as we take our leave.
Yes.
Yes,
I
yes,
bow.
yes.
Than hops on my shoulder as I bow.
Probably eyeing the collar still.
Oh yeah, no, he sees me holding it and he's like trying to kind of grab at it.
All right, so you guys return to town, I suppose?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys meet Kenjiro at the eastern gate as you guys return. Still all kind of beaten up and wounded and whatnot. Not looking so hot. But Kenjiro is there with Lord Ibuki and two of Ibuki's guards. And Kenjiro looks over and says, "Ah, there you are. We just received a message. Apparently Amy's pulling out of the negotiations. I understand a certain group of rogue ninja had something to do with it."
Listen, Kenjiro, we're beat up. We should. And Lord Ibuki, how's it going? Can we go to I don't know, negotiations table? I think I need to sit down and have a drink or something. It's gonna be a long story.
Okay. Ibuki nods and silently guides all of you into his manor once more. Amy's no longer.
Amy.
Amy.
You're all. He.
I knew I smelled it.
Plot twist.
Everyone's
Yeah, I knew it smelled like it smelled weird for some reason.
Kendro sort of looks at you guys and says, "Good work, I think. It sounds like in her note she implied that any smuggling operations that might be going on around here are going to stop in short order. I take it that was also your doing."
Yeah, that was the intention.
Lord Ibuki sort of looks over and he says, "What do you want?"
Guys, do you want me to go or?
Kendra sort of looks at you guys and he whispers to you, "Yeah, so I might have a little bit on Lord Ibuki too. So if there's something in particular you guys want as an outcome of this, you feel free to ask."
Listen,
Are we talking to Kendra now? Or
Lord Ibuki, I think, right?
Kendra was whispering to you. He's telling you what Lord Ibuki's asking here.
All right, listen, Lord Ibuki. As you may or may not know, there is a powerful beast inside the forest. It is a great elk, and we're just gonna need you to ensure that his forest stays untouched, whether hunters or anything of the sort.
He looks thoughtful for a moment, and then he says, "The hunters, I agree. Now that Amy's out of the situation, I can clear the hunters out very easily enough. However, I will say, my son enjoys walks in the forest. He enjoys exploring there. Would it be all right if he still was able to?"
Oh, 100%.
we can, for at least the first walk, since we got him, we can. One of us can accompany, or all three of us can accompany, and make sure that he doesn't mean.
Obviously, he doesn't mean any bad in the forest, but just in case the elk knows that he doesn't mean any bad in the forest. Basically, yes, but just for the first one, we'll converse with the elk and make sure that he knows that he's okay.
Ibuki nods and says, "I agree. That is more than acceptable."
And if anything, if the elk likes him, I don't think any harm will come to him, and it'll probably be one of the
Safest places he can go by himself.
Oh yeah, as long as you're not hurting any animals, should be a-okay.
Ibuki shakes his head and he says, "My son has no thought for such things."
Yeah, should be fine then.
Kendro sort of looks at you guys and says, "Okay, that's an easy ask. Anything else, or are we good?"
Couple things. When in the mine, everything seemed kind of okay. Once we went to it, there's a couple, what were they?
Like water spirit. Yeah.
Water spirits.
They're pretty chill. That was fine.
Just give him some
ended
stuff
that
to
whole
clean.
thing. Yeah, just give him some stuff to clean if you're gonna go into the mine. The fortress is a bigger problem. There is rogue ninja there with, I would say, murderous intent. We never got to see her. That would be something that you should look into for your town, more so than an ask, because it seems like the first smuggling operations were food rations, textile things of the sort. The second one were explosive tags, a giant weapon of the sort. So that one could be a bigger problem. So I would suggest once you have some sort of time to either, I guess, speak to your superiors or get some soldiers and make sure that fortress is, not that that fortress exists that much anymore, but in case there's still stuff there. We might have blown up the fortress also, forgot that. But just to make sure that's a thing, and that that a rogue ninja is out there.
She goes by Lily, if that helps.
She does go by Lily, if it helps.
Ibuki nods, and he says, "I'll be sure to look into it."
All right.
Gosh,
Kendro looks at you guys. Anything else?
do you have anything else?
Suiko, you got anything?
Yeah.
You good?
I just wanted the dude to be safe.
All right. Anything else, guys?
So I mean, since we kind of took your side, anything else that you wanna tell us or give us or anything? I was just wondering,
Lord Ibuki says, "I thank you for your help in the negotiations. you may consider your mission complete. I'll be sending along the payment shortly.
Hey, fair enough, brother.
Alrighty. Also, I know you don't see it, because it's hard.
I'm guessing you have a lot on your plate, more with the negotiations and all that, but it does seem like people are genuinely not having a great time in this town, which is why they resulted to smuggling. Which I will say, you can't stop all the smuggling and stuff like that. That's not possible. Illegal activity will always happen. That's why you always need guards, etc. But if you could either tone down the tariffs coming in, or just helping your people with some sort of, government help or anything like that, should stop any further problems by a long shot. Because the problem that we had was, it was basically, the people kind of turn against you after a while, and if you help them out, I think conflicts would be a lot less frequent when you have your people on your side, if that makes sense.
As you're saying this, his expression sort of gets more and more red, and he eventually, like through gritted teeth, he says, "Thank you for the advice."
All right, so we're gonna head out, everybody. Thank you, Lord Ibuki, for having us along. I'm glad we could help the situation. Hope to see you again soon.
Hey, it's been real. It's been fun.
Good luck with the ruler stuff.
In any case, you guys leave with Kenjiro. Kenjiro sort of looks at you guys as you're exiting the town here, and he says, yeah, so Lord Ibuki, he was well aware that the fortress was destroyed. I was kind of blackmailing him a little bit over that, threatening an investigation into the ruins. He's definitely up to something, but I kind of figure it's not our problem. We completed our mission. We did what we set out to do.
Hey, that's my leader right there, bro.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair
my
enough.
sensei.
That's my sensei.
Any reason he was as pressed as he was the fortress thing?
Kenjiro sort of looks at you and he says, well, I couldn't tell for sure, but I get the sense that wasn't the first time he'd heard the name Lily.
I see. I am sure that will come up at some point.
Fair enough.
But fair enough. I think we did our job. Well.
All right. So you guys make the long trek back to the village.
Yes, sir.
Where's the map? Where did I put it? I wish it was organized alphabetically, but it's not.
That'd be too easy.
That'd be too easy.
That'd be a...
Can I ask Kendro for a piggyback ride since I almost died?
We took him.
You can ask him.
You just got new boots.
And
I got new shoes to show off.
he sort of kneels down, sort of offering his back.
Excellent. Yay.
You try to mount onto his back, and he slips out from under you.
I high five Kenjiro.
That's what I'm talking about.
And try to punch him.
Yeah, that's my sensei
You
right
chase
there.
him around. Town of Tacoma, on the border of the land of rivers and the land of tea, and head back to Konoha. It's about a week and a half's travel getting back there. But on the way back, Kenjiro's in slightly better spirits than he was when you left.
Yeah, could we question him about why he was upset at the beginning? Like on
You
the way
can.
there. Hey Kendra, why were you you okay? Feeling better? You look better.
He says, well, nothing's really changed, but having a completed mission under my belt does make me feel a little better. And frankly, you guys, it seems like you've learned a lot from the experience. You've grown a little, and that's a sensei's job, right? To oversee the growth of his pupils.
True.
What was bothering you?
He sort of looks at you and he says, you know much about genjutsu? I mean, I know you know what it is, but do you know what it can be used for?
It can be used for a lot of things, yeah.
He nods and says, that's understating it. Yeah, so our interrogation teams at Konoha, they don't do so much of the torture and stuff like that. That's for like the Land of Mist people. But they do use pretty high level genjutsu, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So the guy that we captured last time, Shoten Nadaj, that Jonin from the
Mhm.
Land of Mist, he was a
Yeah.
missing.
Crystal guy.
We remember him.
They've been interrogating him. I don't know how it's gone since I left, but from what I understand, there are blocks in his memory. Like someone else had sort of already gone in there and stripped some stuff out, which makes me kind of worried. That seems that it's kind of unprecedented. Stuff like that happened in the war sometimes, but it's been 20 years since the war, and no one's at war right now. So anyway, it was worrying me a little bit. And that's all.
Understandably.
Well,
so.
hey, maybe we'll get some more info when we come back.
He nods. Hopefully so. Anyway,
Back to happy
that-
thoughts.
and he pulls a coin out from behind your ear.
Damn it, Kinjiro!
In any case, you guys get back to Konoha successfully, and we change the music. And the next, well, actually, I guess first of all, you guys will get your payment.
We're rich. Maybe.
To Ryu.
2.5 Ryu.
Oh, you thought political situations were going to give more? What do you think this is?
What do you think this is, a charity case? Get out of here.
So you each get 1,200 Ryu for the successful completion of your mission.
Hey.
Also, you had plenty of long rests along the travel, so you're back to full health as well.
1842, bro. I'm loaded.
You said 1,200?
1,200, yeah.
20, 25.
You know how many blood pills this is?
Oh, talking about blood pills, actually, I have... We'll get to that later. That's fine. We'll get to that on Downtime. Is there anything we're doing?
So as you guys sort of meet up after, I mean, this is going to be a little bit of a time skip here, just for a couple. It'll be about 2 months, I believe, as you guys continue doing missions, sort of more minor ones, as is appropriate for a Genin. No higher level missions, unfortunately, go down the pipeline towards you guys.
Sad.
Gotcha. Anything on the orphanage situation during those 2 months?
Yes, so we will get to that.
Okay, sorry.
So we'll do Izuto first, since he's so eager.
Eager is such a strong term when my orphanage is going to be closed down.
So Izuto, you spend like the first 2 weeks or so, I suppose, like trying to like get some time to like go to this village, but
Yes.
you're so busy with missions, it's difficult to make time. It's a couple days travel. So you're trying to get time, but it's not working out just yet. And you're walking along the street one day, and a person you haven't met before, but you definitely recognize, comes up to you. Just a second, I have to pull him from the other map. There he is.
I love this dude sitting here named Chunin. He's just vibing.
Bro, that's what they named Junin's after, bro. He's a tank.
That's him. He is what they named Chunin's after. He's the ideal Chunin.
Yeah. Perfectly average, like all
Right.
things should be.
Here we go. So you're walking along, you see yourself on the street there.
Yeah.
And this scene, by the way, is not going on while that's for another thing that we're gonna get to in a second.
Right, of course, the giant head of the
So
dog.
you see, you hear a rough voice call out from behind you, and he says, "Hey, Izuto, isn't it?"
Yes, sir.
You turn to see a person who looks a little bit like Arata, except much, much bigger and much like more ripped.
Okay, guys, we get it.
I mean, ripped, buffer, more attractive. I mean, just in every way.
I'm not sure if he's more attractive. He's very heavily scarred, and not necessarily in an attractive.
Let's go! I have something.
A lot of battle scars.
Gotcha.
I win
And then
those.
he has this massive dog behind him that's just sort of like plodding along. And he says, "You're my son's Arata's teammate, yeah?"
I imagine you're Arata's father. Yes, sir, I am.
He nods and he says, "Yeah, name's Tasaga."
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Izuto. I heard Arata was gonna talk to you about the situation at the orphanage? Did he ever get to do that?
Did I suppose Arata would have, right?
I was gonna say, yeah. I said I was going.
He said he was
I
gonna
never-
ghost away.
I never
Nothing
had
was
another
ever
scene with my
confirmed,
dad. I never had a
but,
scene with my
yeah.
dad, but I would had I
Okay.
had a moment with him.
Sure. Yeah. So he says, yeah, got some news on that front. You want to come with me?
Yeah, lead the way.
He nods, and you guys exit the village.
You already have a
Heading
better
up to
relationship
the-
with him than me.
Hey, can we play catch? As I look at Arata.
Tear just falls down my cheek.
You're not even there, bro.
I can feel it in my heart.
You just get sad.
Way too big here.
This is actual size comparison. No,
That dog is a massive, bro.
He leads you into the forest on a pretty not very well beaten path.
Nice.
You start to get a little freaked out, just the fact that you're alone with this very intimidating guy and his very intimidating dog. But you see, tied up to a tree is another familiar face.
Oh god. Oh, sorry.
Did you say tied up on the tree? Is that what you said?
Tied to the stump of a tree.
Okay, that is
Yeah.
what you said. Okay.
And Tasaga sort of points over at him, and he says, I've already got the paperwork out of him. The suit won't be going forward. I figured you might have a word or two, or if you want to kill him, it's up to you. And he sort of turns his back and he says, let me know when you're done.
Thank you so much. I don't know how I could ever repay you.
He says, as you pass him by, he says, don't tell Arata about any of this.
Agreed. Secret safe with me.
I'm
Hey,
pissed.
bud. How's it going?
He's currently gagged.
I see. Is there a health bar that he can he could have?
Yeah, I can put that in.
Just need to make sure.
This is so sad because I don't get to know any of this is happening.
There we go. You should be able to see it now.
All right, I will take the gag out and wait for a second to see if she's gonna say something.
Yeah. He says, I'm so sorry. I swear, I've learned the error of my ways.
Oh no, I'm sure you have.
You just tried to take homes and food and so much from children. You're such a great person. I'm sure you've changed in that little amount of time.
He's just quaking. He isn't sure what. He starts blubbering at you a little bit.
I'm getting a grin, but out of a psychotic one, not a.
This is not appropriate music for this. Jesus. All right.
I can't hear it, but was it just happy Naruto music?
Dude, it was like.
No.
It
That's
was
so
literally
funny.
dun, 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 dun.
That's so funny. That's so good. Oh man.
All right.
Well. Listen, ever since I knew you were the one that was doing this to my orphanage, the place that took me in after my family had passed away, I have dreamt of this moment for too long.
He says, don't let vengeance take your heart. That would make you just like me.
No,
Question.
no. It wouldn't make me just like you. At least I hope not, but I guess we'll find out. I proceed to take some stacks of kunai out of my bag. And then I guess
He says, I'll pay you whatever you want. I'll donate to the orphanage.
yeah, no problem. I'll take some things from you, that's for sure. I guess I have a couple kunai. I will throw, but in a way where it's kind of cutting him, not severely. I'm not stabbing him or not torturing him or anything.
Well, I am torturing him mentally, definitely.
but just like little cuts here and there. And then I will proceed to. God, listen, just out of character here. Easy to could go down a very bad route very quickly.
Up to you. No, there's no one here except for Tasaga and Zeus,
I don't know what he's gonna do.
and they have their
Like,
backs
actually,
turned.
I don't know
I
what
will
he's gonna
put
do.
him in an earthen grasp. I'm guessing.
Okay, so in addition to sort of the binding to the tree, he's covered in this little almost cocoon of earth.
Yeah, and it will slowly squeeze him. And I mean slowly.
Yeah,
Ever so slowly.
he starts screaming at this point, like the top of his lungs. He starts calling out for like Tasaga, and he's like pleading. He's offering all of his money and stuff like this.
And
pleading
then
for-
the moment I hear like one snap, whether it's an arm or a leg, something like that, or ribs, I will immediately stop squeezing and expect. And then, all right, so that will be it for now. I will expect a heavy donation to the orphanage, of course, as the grip slowly starts to get stronger now, ever so surely.
His face is like perfectly pale. He's just like weeping and crying at this point.
All right, so I will expect a donation to the orphanage. I'm sure you understand that, and if you don't, well, what can I say? I'll see you.
I'll do it. I swear.
All right, and then I will stop the grip from tightening, and then just throw him like towards, I guess, this tree over here, knocking him out.
I hate that I don't know what's happening.
Okay. Sure. I mean, he was bound, but I suppose the earthen grasp.
I guess yeah, just kind of like throw him, rip him off from the bounds and stuff.
Okay.
And then as he's there, I will walk away. I will decide not to kill him, even though I really want to. Kenjiro and my allies have taught me better. Suiko and Kenjiro have taught me better.
Thank you for including
All right.
What the hell?
Chisaga sort of looks at you and he says, he glances back at Taka Shishi's unconscious form and he says, "You sure you're done?"
No, but I have people that would look down on me, and I have my own morals. My parents wouldn't have wanted me to go down this way.
He shrugs, says, "Up to you."
But thank you for the opportunity.
He begins walking away, and he stops and glances back, and he says, "Hey, don't rely on stuff like this, huh?"
No, I wasn't expecting to, but thank you. I will
He
figure
says,
out how to repay you.
Like I said, just don't tell Arata, and frankly, you shouldn't think too highly of me. If it was up to me, I'd see that orphanage closed down.
No,
He nods and says, "Just so we understand each other." And he
we're good.
continues.
I know where we stand.
In any case,
Just to
you-
be clear, he only did that for Izuto because Arata asked him to for help, right?
Arata just. I went to my dad and was like, "Hey, I want you to help Izuto deal with this problem."
And then he went through with okay.
I mean,
Right.
Izuto is making that assumption.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not known to anybody except me at this point.
Okay, all right, got it.
Yeah, but hopefully he will be. The dude will be a cripple for the rest of his life.
Nice.
In any case, in the following weeks, Izuto, there is a large donation to the orphanage. And they begin actually expanding for the first time in like 20 years, adding another wing of bedrooms. The priest is overjoyed and just as stressed out as before, but in a good way.
Perfect.
In any case, should we do a Suiko or a Arata next?
Either way, bro.
Who wants to go?
I was gonna say during the time of like the two
Actually, you know what? They can do theirs, and then we can talk later.
Okay. Yeah, if there's like other stuff, I have some things planned obviously, but if you do want to do other stuff during this time skip for like downtime or whatever, feel free to let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know after their whole thing goes down.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll roll for it if you're both being shy.
I mean, I can go. I feel like I tend to go
Yeah, you can
first
go.
a lot of
You
things.
can go.
Okay.
Dream.
Okay. So Arata, as you're walking down the street,
Mhm.
You come across this large crowd that's gathered. Your dad is not there anymore.
My pops.
There's a guy sort of standing in the middle of the street there with this crowd gathered around him. You hear his voice. It's clearly being amplified by some sort of ninjutsu or genjutsu. Just sort of like shouting out over the crowd. He says, "The songbird circle will lead you to salvation. Abandon this worship of the ancestors and join us. The celestial songbirds, they will speak to you."
Bro, what kind of cult leadership is this?
If it ain't my Josh Sheen, I don't want it.
Josh Sheen, bro, I'm not. Okay, and I'm just walking up to this.
Yeah, you see. I mean, you're just walking along like normal. There's
Okay.
just this crowd there.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go get water.
Is this tuning here, or is this for something else?
That tuning is there. He's clearly been assigned to like sort of like in case like just to make sure that nothing weird happens here.
Okay.
Just like stand like, leaning against the wall.
Okay, I'm definitely going to walk up to the tuning. Hey, what is going on over there?
He raised an eyebrow and says, "Some sort of new cult. Freedom of religion. It's a bitch."
Okay. Do we know like what they're like what's the purpose? Do we know?
He shrugs and says, "They just told me to watch him. He doesn't seem to be calling for violence or anything, so not really an issue."
Okay, fair enough. I guess just let me know if you see or hear anything. I proceed to walk over to kind of just the group of people here. And I kind of like get their attention. I was like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Like trying to be very casual, nonchalant about it.
One of the guys sort of turns towards you and he gestures back and he says, some sort of new religion, it looks like. They call themselves the Songbird Circle. That seems kind of interesting. Apparently they hold services, they sing. I don't know. It sounds a little cooler than the old stuffy ancestor worship and whatnot.
Right. Is there any kind of like, rituals you gotta perform or anything like that? Like anything weird you've heard or know of?
He shrugs and says, "They haven't mentioned anything about that, but it's not like I'm a follower. I don't know."
All right, fair enough.
You're hearing him out. He's a nice, seems like a nice guy.
Fair enough. Are these shrine maidens doing anything? Are they just kind of like vibing behind him?
No, so I should mention that as he's speaking, they're just sort of like doing like a slow, like twirling kind of ritualistic dance. Basically, they have these like rods in their hand with this like sort of crescent shape at the end, and as they sort of spin the rods around, like little glittering lights sort of appear out of it. Pretty obviously some sort of like genjutsu illusion, but a harmless one.
Okay. Do I like because since I have like obviously I'm not really gonna smell anything, but since I have like pretty good ears, do I hear anything weird about this? Because you'd mentioned that his voice like could have been a genjutsu. Like, do I pick up on anything in particular?
I'm sure you can make a perception check
Okay.
with advantage, right? Since it's with your ears.
Yes, I think. Okay, if sound and smell checks get. Oh, it's not advantage. I get half of my level added to the roll for sound and
Okay.
smell checks. So perception is +6, and I'm a level 3. Oh, so +1. All right. Nice. Solid 10.
Okay. I mean, yeah, his voice is being enhanced. It's like buttery smooth. It's very, as I think one you mentioned, very cult leader-ish.
Okay, but that's about it right now.
Clearly a very charismatic guy, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it's there's anything unnatural about it.
Okay. All right. Just looking at the crowd, do I see anyone kind of acting weird or like in a trance, or everyone's just kind of vibing out, listening?
You can make a perception check if you want.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So one of the females at the front
Okay.
is definitely more enthusiastic than the rest, and like when the guy says something particularly like dramatic or whatever, She like sort of claps her hands a little bit, and you see it sort of spread out throughout the crowd as everyone's like clapping a little bit, just light applause. But you
Okay.
get the sense that she may be a plant.
Okay. Then I definitely want to approach the plant. Is it like this girl in the very middle?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. She's like right in the front. It's gonna get really awkward. Okay, I already see this going poorly. I kind of like make my way through the crowd slowly, just nonchalantly, and I kind of lean over the girl and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?"
She sort of looks over at you and points at the guy. I'm trying to listen if you don't mind. You should listen too. It's very interesting stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll leave you alone real quick. Can you just tell me a bit about it? Like, I'm just curious what's going on.
Okay, make probably a deception check because I
Okay.
don't think. Well, I guess you're interested, but not in the way that you're.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm trying to act like I care, but I'm more like concerned. Deception. I have. Is that in? That's in charisma +0.
Yeah. She looks at you and she says, "It's okay. I understand. All this stuff is. I was skeptical of it at first too, but it's much more rewarding than the ancestor worship. Their stories, you should hear them. It's all about the lost land of dragons, and the songbirds that dwell there now. Um, it's really cool. If you go to one of their services,
I was literally about to
you
ask
can
that.
actually talk to one.
Okay, like talk to a dragon?
Oh no, a celestial songbird.
Oh, okay. I was like,
They
pause.
dwell in the lost land of dragons. They are not
Gotcha,
dragons.
gotcha. Okay. So when and where is this meeting or this worship?
You can make a persuasion check, I suppose.
Okay. That's still 0. Ooh.
Okay. She says, well, you look like you look like you're well-meaning. Sure. And she sort of gives you some information. It's apparently being held outside of the village, just in sort of a cleared plot of land.
Okay, I definitely don't want to like approach this guy right now, especially now that I know where their meeting place is, because I feel like I could get jumped by all of these people. So I'm going to kind of just like, hey, hey, thanks for the information. I appreciate it. Hopefully I see you there. And I kind of leave the situation alone for now. And I walk away planning to go to that meeting.
Okay. So, yeah, we can do that real quick then.
Okay.
Just to wrap this little bit up here. We'll just copy the whole crowd here. Why not? You guys.
So how is this like? Is this like a couple hours later?
This would be like later in the week.
Oh, later in the week. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just run it actually. I don't want to bring anyone else. I was gonna like tell someone, but I'd rather be sneaky by myself.
So I don't think it's literally at the training grounds, but it's kind of a convenient method,
I got you.
suppose.
I get what you're saying. Just outside the village somewhere.
So there are a few more shrine maidens, and the crowd, I suppose, is a little bit bigger here. As you sort of join it, they appear to be like singing just hymn-like songs. The shrine maidens and the guy at front leading them, all of them are very, very talented singers. You get the sense that they've done this performance many times. As the service progresses, the guy begins to speak, preaching. You learn a fair amount. Basically, his whole thing is everyone is being downtrodden because they've been separated from the land of dragons, which is humanity's birthplace, or so he claims.
Okay.
And he thinks that the celestial songbirds are going to be coming back as representatives of the lost land and guiding everyone to them, either in this life or in the next. And it sort of goes on. There's a lot of like platitudes and whatnot, as you might expect to find in a service like this. But that's sort of the gist of it. As the service ends, he sort of steps forward. He says, "And now we will select who will hear from the celestial songbird in person." And he sort of scans throughout the crowd. You can make an insight check if you want, real quick.
Okay. 20 plus 3. Ugh.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking throughout the crowd, and his eyes seem to randomly fall upon you.
Weird. Okay.
And he says, "Young man, youth is a blessing and a curse. Would you like to speak to the celestial songbird?"
Yeah, I would love to speak to the celestial songbird.
Everyone sort of claps around you. Particularly. And he
Thana's
says,
on my
"Very
shoulder,
well."
by the way. I don't know if that's gonna matter at any point, but like Thana's just like chilling on my shoulder.
He's happy to let Fan come too.
Okay.
He leads you back with some of the shrine maidens into. I don't have it here, but it would be like a large tent, basically.
Okay.
He does not enter with you. He says, "Sit on the mat, open your ears and your heart, and perhaps you will hear the words of the celestial songbird." He sort of steps out.
As I go to sit on this mat, I kind of lean over to Than and I tell him not to listen to anything, and if he sees me do anything weird, to kind of like bite me, to like something to like get me out in case I get a genjutsu or whatever, something like that.
You're hearing permission to bite you if he feels like it.
Yes.
Fan yips happily.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. I sarcastically go, okay, good boy. Let's not get too excited. All right, I sit down, and with my fantastic hearing, I suppose, I try to kind of listen for what this dude's talking about.
All right, make a perception check with your bonus there.
+1, yes sir. Okay.
Yeah. So it comes like it's almost like on a wave. It's like very distant echo. And it says, "Hello, Arata Inuzuka. What wisdom can I grant you?"
Hey. How's it going? I suppose, what wisdom can you grant me? I mean, what kind of wisdom do you have to offer?
It says, "Tell me what troubles your heart. Tell me what you desire, and what keeps you from it."
What troubles my heart? Well, if we're gonna get real, what troubles my heart is I feel like my dad, and my family in general, I think can be a bit crazy sometimes. They're important to me. They are very important, and I want to take over our clan, but I want to do better. I just feel like sometimes he's just a little mean, little weird in his ways, and so I want to do good for my clan without disappointing them.
The voice says, "To find your way to this goal, you must take the tuning exam in these following months.
Right. So
Only there will you find the strength to succeed your father."
any tips on that in particular?
It says, "Trust in your heart and the hearts of your friends."
All right. Well, thank you for your wisdom. I appreciate that. I kind of I'm feeling relieved because I trust this, or like, do I trust this voice? I mean, like, yeah, I'm gonna say I trust it. I trust this voice, and I makes me feel kind of good. Makes me feel like there's a real chance I can kind of supersede my father in a positive manner. I'm falling for the cult shit, dude. This is so bad.
Bro, you just joined Scientology. Congratulations.
But yeah, I kind of look over at Dan. I'm like, "You okay, bud?"
Pentos just yips happily. He doesn't appear to have heard the voice.
Okay. I mean, I told him not to listen too closely, so that's okay. I kind of look up again, like, "So, anything else for me?"
It says, "Go, and if your friends wish to come here as well, lead them to me. I will give them wisdom."
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Songbird. I will be gone. I appreciate it. I just kind of slowly walk out of the tent.
Okay. As you exit, everyone's just sort of there waiting. They were singing perhaps a little hymn while you were in there. And he sort of grabs you by the shoulders like gently, and he says, "My young friend, please tell the crowd. Did the songbird speak to you? Were its words helpful? Did they heal your heart?"
They were surprisingly helpful. I'll be honest.
Claps.
Yeah, because I'm very like I was happy to hear it, but I'm like still a little uneasy because it's weird. I kind of look at him and I'm like, so the hell was that, man? Can we just like me and you talk for a little bit? Like I kind of like I don't want everyone to hear this. I'm just like, can you just like talk for a bit? 'Cause like I gotta understand what's going on.
He nods and says, Certainly. I will be available after the service to speak to any concerns you might have."
Okay. Thank you. I kind of turn to the crowd and I'm like, hey, that was amazing. Thank you all for the welcome to this.
Yeah, they all clap even louder. The feeling here is like it's kind of infectious. Like everyone's very happy. The Shrine Maidens are like they're quite beautiful, just on a physical attractiveness level.
Yes.
They're all like staring at you and like clapping and stuff. It's a little much to be the center of this much like positive attention.
Yeah, starting to feel more uneasy now. I definitely like, all right, thank you guys, thank you. And I kind of try to like awkwardly like walk back into the crowd, just to like
Sure.
hide back here a little bit.
One or two more hymns, and then everyone begins to disperse. The Shrine Maidens, they sort of disappear into the tent. There are a couple like groups sort of hanging around, but they're not particularly near you, leaving you alone with the question mark.
Yes, we do love
There's
us some
always-
question mark.
There's always what you want to be alone.
Alone with a question mark, man.
And he says, "I'll admit, it wasn't entirely by chance that I chose you during the sermon, my young friend."
Yeah, I had a weird feeling seeing as I arrived for the first time. Was there a specific reason you chose me?
Oh, I recognized you. I understand that you're the heir to the Inuzuka clan.
I am indeed. Are you like close with the people in the village or with my clan at all?
He shakes his head. "My people have only come recently to this land. We're trying to spread the light of the songbird circle."
Gotcha. And so this songbird, just out of curiosity, like, is this just like an almighty being, or like what is it? If you can.
He laughs a little bit and he chuckles. He says, "Oh no, they are not kami. They are merely very powerful spirits residing in the lost land of dragons. They reach out to us. They want to. They were created for the purpose of fulfilling humanity's purpose,
Okay.
making our joy complete."
Gotcha. So it's spirits from a land away that talk and help people out.
He nods and says, "They can be heard distantly if the proper rites are observed."
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, yeah. What's your name, by the way? I didn't quite catch that.
He says his name.
What's his name?
He says his name, and you think that you hear his name.
Would you know, psych?
Well, okay. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that one more time? I'm just.
Sure. He says his name again, and you hear his name for the second time.
Go fucked.
Okay.
Oh,
Right. I don't know. Okay. I think maybe my hearing's a little weird. From talking to the spirits. Can you just I'm so sorry, man. I just one more time. That's all I'm gonna ask you.
He smiles and says his name a third time, and you hear his name a third time. You know his name.
yes, Jorge.
Has he told me his name before? Do I recognize him?
He has a very recognizable face. Yeah.
Okay. Am I dumb?
Him.
Am I dumb?
No. To be clear, Arata, you believe that you know his name right now.
Okay. I believe I know his name.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, we really, we got to get a drink sometime, man. Not alcoholic, of course. Of course not. But, just get a little soda, play some shogi or something sometime,
He says, of course I'd be happy to, although it's a little difficult to find lodgings inside of the village. We're camped outside for now, until we find appropriate lodging. But you're welcome to come back to our service every week. It's once a week. Feel free to bring your friends as well.
Okay. Right. Thank you, Richard.
You say his name.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, his name. Well, hey, I will definitely talk to my friends because I think this was genuinely helpful, and hopefully I get to see you again. His name.
Sure. And you head on out.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Suiko.
I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
There it is.
Let me zoom out for you real quick.
Yeah. So Suiko, one of these days, in between missions, you find yourself at home eating a dinner with Pops, as you're used to, when you hear a knock at the door. He sort of looks at you pleadingly. He says, "My back."
Oh, wait, do I need to reload? It's not loading for me.
Not loaded for you?
Hold on, let me refresh.
No, I didn't move it for some reason.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah. All right. Is it loading now? Maybe.
Yeah, it's there.
CCC. Okay, sorry. Someone knocked on the door.
Yep.
And what did my dad say?
He sort of like rubbed his back somewhat dramatically.
He wants me to get it for him.
That's the idea.
Okay. Camel people. Sorry. Which? Oh,
The front door. This one down here.
Okay, great. All right, fine. I answer the door
Okay.
with caution.
Standing outside is the Hokage, Uzumaki Jisa.
This one likes me, correct?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, I open the door wider. I'm like, hey, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi.
She gives you a little bow and she says, "Hi, Suiko. I was wondering if I could steal you for a bit."
Sure. I turn back to my dad and I tell him I'll be back in just a bit.
He nods and says, "Have fun."
Okay, try not to sprain your back while I'm gone, old man. Anyways.
Flame.
He groans dramatically as you close the door.
Yeah, great. What
So-
can I help you with?
She says, "Oh, I was wondering if I could take you on a little walk."
Sure. All right. Sounds good.
Okay. You guys begin walking through the Uzumaki clan district. She kind of has her hands behind her as she walks along. The other Uzumaki, as she passes, they wave at her. There's basically no stink eye thrown at you, seeing as she might see it.
Okay. So because she's with me.
Correct.
Is like half of the Uzumaki like me and the other half does not, or is it like most of them don't like me?
I mean, I would say from Suiko's perspective, it's a little hard to tell because you feel like you notice when they don't like you as opposed to when they're indifferent.
Okay.
So you
Alright.
think it's most of them. You definitely think it's most of them.
Okay.
As she walks along, she says, "I hear your Genin missions are going well. Yeah?
Yeah, they're going pretty great. My teacher's pretty cool. My teammates are pretty great. So, yep, all along. Very
Sort
good.
of absent-mindedly. Leading you towards the end, she sort of becomes kind of awkwardly quiet to a place where you have been before. The Uzumaki Clan Memorial Cemetery.
Good.
On the threshold, she sort of pauses and says, I thought it would be appropriate to speak with you. I'm not the clan leader. You've met her, Paka. Uh, she's been trying to get you and your father ousted from our clan.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun times.
She nods and says, I won't defend her. I think that she's being unnecessarily cruel, especially to one of your age. But I want to give you a sense of things. And she begins leading you through the cemetery, passing these sort of collective. Each of these gravestones has several names on them each. She says, during the war, I'm sure you're aware, the Uzumaki launched an assault on the Cloud Village that ended the war. They kidnapped the Kazakage, or the Raikage rather, and put an end to things. But as you can see here, our clan did not make out very well from that exchange.
That's dark.
She nods and
And
says, it is. I understand. I mean, it's before you were born, so what do you care? But to people like Paka, it's very important that, that our clan remains strong. It's her responsibility to make sure that that's the case.
So by remaining strong, that includes kicking me out?
She shrugs her shoulders and says, that's what she thinks. I obviously disagree. But you have to understand the amount of loss. She remembers that. I lost my own mother during the war, and my father only a few years after. It was a rough time for everyone. The scars are still fresh for some of the older folk.
Yeah, generational trauma. Fun stuff.
He gives a sort of a light grin and nods and says, not so much, but yes, I appreciate your gallows humor is sometimes all we have. In any case, I wanted to ask you, you want to stay, yes? I hope you want to stay.
I'm not quite sure. That would be nice, but at the same time, with the clan head looking at me like I'm something a small dog coughed up, I'm not quite sure if it's the type of environment I want to be in.
She lets out a sigh and nods and says, I can't blame you for that, I suppose. Is there anything I could do, maybe, that would make you more likely to stay?
I would like to know that my dad and I wouldn't be kicked out. Or, I don't want my dad to be tossed to the street.
She nods and says, okay. I can make some assurances on that front at least. Let me make the arrangements. Your father, I'll make sure that he has more than enough money. Even if he were to be tossed to the streets, he would be perfectly able to live a life equal in comfort to the one he's lived so far.
It's nice. Also, can you just talk to the clan leader? She scares me. I don't like when she confronts me.
She grins and says, she scares me too, to be honest. If I bring my husband along, I think we can work something out, perhaps.
That makes me feel nice. Great.
She nods and says, I just wanted to get a sense of things. I probably should have been a little more present for you, but I'm busy, as you can imagine. A lot of things sort of take my focus, even when I wish they wouldn't.
Yeah, well, no problem. I appreciate you reaching out to me. That means a lot, especially when it feels like the whole clan is against me sometimes.
She nods and says, I have to imagine that as you keep excelling, they'll eventually have to at least respect you, if not like you. I will say, the tuning exam is coming up in a couple of months here. Are you intending on taking it?
I'll talk to my teacher, but that was my goal.
She nods and says, I think that would be an excellent step in becoming accepted by the clan. I know that, it shouldn't be on you. It should be on them, but it would help.
Yeah, definitely.
She nods and says, very well. I'll head back to your place then. And she guides you back, unless there's anything else you want to ask her, anything you want to do here.
No, not here.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll open the floor. What is there anything else that anyone would like to do in terms of like the downtime for these? It's about 2 months or so.
Oh yeah, baby, I do.
What would you do?
Well, first I want to go to the weapon lady or the shop lady.
Yeah, I do
per
too,
usual.
actually. While Arata's buying stuff, I want to talk to her.
Shizuki. Oh, I'm just trying to talk to her as well. I'm not even trying to buy anything. At the moment, I walk in. Hey, Shizuki, how's it going?
Hi, Shizuki.
She sort of snorts, lets out a puff at Arata, and then sees Suiko
Damn
and
it.
smiles. And says, "Oh, Suiko, welcome back. It's Team Suiko. Look."
He's like coughing the
I
smoke.
like I like to think Arata and I just dragged Izuto with us against his will.
I am just a dark puddle of just like so much negative energy for no reason that you guys obviously don't understand. I'm going to sit over here.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
So,
doing it.
Shisugi, I know that me and you just aren't always on the best of terms, and I want to fix that. Okay, I think it's cool. I just first off, I want to know, is there anything I can do for you to make you trust me a little more, or respect me a little more, or whatever? Because I respect what you do here, and I want to show you that.
She sort of puts both elbows on the table there, and she says, "Yes."
Well, hey, name it. What do you want me to do for you?
Go
This is
out
a trap.
at annoying little prick Nariba.
Reba.
Nariba, question mark, is that the girl that I talked to at the party?
Correct.
Okay, and what did she say to do?
Susugi just said that you should go out with her.
Oh, I need to go out with her?
Oh,
I look very flustered. I was, okay, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I mean, she's been pestering me for these past couple weeks. Coming in, what has Arata been here? Is he back from his mission yet? I don't care if Arata is back from his mission yet, I say, in my nicest voice. Just go, let her down gently, it'll be fine. Or, go for it, whatever, I don't care. I don't care.
All right, hey, I will, you know what? Yeah, go ahead, Suiko.
why is she coming to you specifically? I'm just curious.
She shrugs and says, she knows that everyone
I spent a lot of
comes to
time
me
in here.
Okay.
She doesn't know if she's too intimidated by the Inuzukas, I suppose. I don't know. It just needs to stop. Just needs to stop.
Hey, okay, Shisugi, I will talk to her, and I will get her off your back. Firm handshakes all around. I kind of stick my hand out.
She reluctantly goes and shakes your hand.
Okay.
She said, as she does so, she says, the only reason you would get a chick is because of that stupid little pup of yours.
Okay, first off, he helps. I'm not going to front about that. But I am a decent enough catch without him, okay? He's just a bonus.
She rolls her eyes and says, whatever. Just deal with it and we'll be on good terms. I'll give you a little discount. Why not?
Hey, deal. So second thing, right, if I deal with that for you, what possibly would you be able to do with these? And I pull my big stack of chakra crystals out that we got, and I kind of set it on the table.
I got them all by myself. Are you proud of me?
She nods and says, "Oh well, thank goodness you said that, Suiko. I was worried that Arata had somehow become competent." And she sort of grabs the sacks of chakra crystal and sort of looks through them. He says, "These are high quality, pretty high grade. Where'd you get these?"
Ayo.
Suiko actually got him out of a cave that we all went into on our last mission. Fresh out the rocks.
Says, "Way to go, Suiko, as expected."
Thank you.
I will definitely take these off your hands. About 650 Rio would be a fair price.
Okay, question mark. Can we do anything with them besides me just selling them?
She says, "Well, I can use them to create some more seals if that's what you're asking."
Hmm. Okay. So what's the highest level of seal you think I could get with this stack of chakra crystals?
She says, "Well, if it was me doing it, which I assume you're not cheating on me,
No, no, of course. It would be you, Shisugi. I would never.
I would be able to create probably a B rank seal out of this, but I will say it would still cost a fair amount in terms of labor. It
Makes
would
sense.
be pretty pricey."
Makes sense. Okay, well, hey, I will think about it. I will look through some seals, and if not, I'll bring them back to you and sell them right to you. I
All
kind of
right.
scoop them up back into the bag.
She nods. Um, Anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it for now. I will definitely go talk to what's her name. I'm gonna figure it out at some point. Nagat.
Nariba.
What is it?
A Nariba.
Nariba. Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Nariba. Okay, and I'll hold up my end of our bargain. I will try to get her off your back.
Hey, Izuto, Arata's got a girlfriend.
It's not like that. I quickly run out of the store. Just I grab thing and I just run out of the store.
Oh, wonderful.
All right. Anything? Suiko, was there anything you wanted to do?
Yeah, last
Wonderful.
time, Shisugi, you mentioned that you got exiled by your clan, and that is potentially in my future, so I wanted to ask about your experience with that.
Shisugi nods and says, "Yeah, I've heard that about you." And just on a note, it is 10 o'clock for me. I was hoping to go another 15 minutes or so, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, I'm more than good.
All good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I want to end this on a cliffhanger, so to speak.
Yes.
Okay.
Shisugi says, "Yeah, I've heard that. I try to keep an ear out for what's going on with you and your folk. The Uzumakis, it's very sad what happened to them. I wouldn't compare my experience to what happened with them at all. The Yamanakas were not terribly touched by the war.
Yeah.
I got kicked out for an entirely different reason. It feels almost trite for me to say.
Now I'm curious, though.
She,
No,
seeing your curious face, she lets out a sigh and says, "Well, if you must know, um, it was discovered that I was carrying on a relationship with a female, which was looked down upon by the clan."
What a
No, they
Dude.
kicked you out for love. No.
How dare they? That's
So
cringe.
sad. Are you still with that person?
She shakes her head and says, "They blame themselves. It didn't end well, but it isn't comparable, obviously, to your situation. I mean, my clan didn't hate me beforehand. I understand that can be difficult."
But now I'm sad. You got kicked out for love. Yeah. Well,
She says, "My advice is, look at me. I'm successful. I run the entire sealsmith forge for the Konoha village. You don't need them. It's fine if you want to stay with them, but you don't need them. You're strong on your own, Suiko."
fair. Thank you. I will take that into consideration. That's all the questions I had for her. Just wanted to get her opinion on my situation.
All right. Is there anything else people would like to do for downtime?
I was gonna say. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I was gonna say while I'm walking out, because did you follow me out, Izuto?
I did, but if it's for the girl thing, I am not there.
You're not sticking around for that?
So I
will
I
stick
do.
around within earshot to listen, but other than that, I'm not involved.
I do turn around real quick though as I see Izuto follow me out. I'm like, "Hey, you good, man?" You kind of weird mood. By the way, quick question: did I hear do I know that the orphanage got the donation at least? Do I know that they received that? Obviously, I don't know why, but
Not unless you ask Izuto about it. I mean,
okay, gotcha. Hey, why you down, man? What's up? What's going on?
Training's just difficult nowadays. You know how it is. Trying
Okay.
to, and then I don't know how long this is into the break, but I talked to Kendra about the summoning stuff, and I decided my thing, but just for the sake of this,
Okay.
you know, entering meeting some of the people for the summoning jutsu thing, entering a blood contract. It's all very stressful. Haven't been sleeping well. That's all.
Gotcha. Well, hey, that sounds hype. Hopefully it turns out well.
Yeah, I hope so too. Making leaps. I'm doing it faster than they expected me to, but it's still very stressful.
Yeah. Is the orphanage going well? I mean, I don't know if, any of my family ended up helping you. I tried to talk to him about it, but
No, the whole legal situation apparently just ended up doing nothing. I mean, what are they gonna do without an orphanage,
that's good. That's true.
So, the whole thing got solved. So that's something to be happy about at least.
Well, there you go. That's good. Well, hey, hopefully you cheer up. Then I turn around, and as I'm running off to go find Narubi, I'm like, hey, well, good luck, Izuto. Get that blood
Have fun
contract.
with your girlfriend.
Good luck with your girl, man.
Shut up! I keep going.
Okay. Izuto, your thing was going to be the summoning stuff.
Yeah. Like I talked to Kendra about doing possibly. I was looking through them a while on my own time, and I was possibly thinking about doing a tiger.
Okay. Sure. So I'll say you spend some time doing that. That'll definitely take up most of your downtime for like the next month or
Yeah,
two.
now that the orphanage problem isn't on my mind, I'm
Fully focused on the tiger thing.
Right. Okay. Sure. So we'll figure that out between this session and the next. I'll cook something up.
Appreciate it.
All right. Arata, I suppose you have one lingering.
I do.
thing you have to
Do have one lingering mission to go on.
Quick
see.
question.
Yeah.
Can I redo the jutsus that I have? Because when I picked them out at the beginning, I had no idea what I was doing, and I only have like 3 good ones.
Yes. You're
Excellent.
going to be leveling up to 4 at the end of this too. So
Let's
you'll
go.
have
Oh, okay. Great. Cool.
remake your character
Puppies.
a little bit. I will say, yeah, in terms, I mean, I haven't been making the adversaries very strong, but like for the tuning exam, it'll be a little harder. I'd highly recommend getting at least one. You know how Izuto has like the dust coat as like a defensive measure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd recommend getting at least one like reaction type jutsu that helps you deal with damage. I think that's pretty common.
Makes sense.
Like substitution technique or something
Wait,
like that.
level 4? Can we get C rank at level 4? I forget.
Nope.
No,
Dang it.
5.
Dang it!
I was gonna say the tuning exams are a breeze if I go to C, bro.
He said they're a breeze.
In any case, what's I doing here? Oh, there's the rock. Did I move you guys to this map? Yes. I
Yeah.
did.
Can't learn any ninjutsu, right?
Learn any? What do you mean?
Learning
I'm sure you can learn
ninjutsu.
the basic ones.
The basic ones. Okay. I'll look at those. Never mind then.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a certain amount that you can know at a time. It's a pretty
Okay.
generous thing. Yeah, you guys can figure that out.
Yeah,
over the
we'll talk about it later.
Cool.
Arata, you sort of run around, and you do see Nariba with her team.
Oh no, I don't want everyone there. Oh no.
Oh, Naki's there. Never mind, I joined.
Okay.
That's Nariba. That's how you, okay. I got you.
There's walking along, talking. It's mostly her talking, and like Sakagiri, he just has his arm crossed and he's like ignoring her. Naki's like trying to politely pay attention and like say a word in edgewise, but it's not really working out. As they're walking along, though, they hear you running and they turn around. Nariba, her eyes light up and she says, "Sorry guys, I'll see you guys later." And she sort of runs up to you. She's like, "Hi, Arata, how's it going?"
Hey, Nariba. I'm like very sorry. I mean, I guess like nervous is the right word, but like got the hand on the back of the head, just kind of like, hey. Yeah.
She,
So
she's sort of like twiddling her fingers a little bit too.
okay. I'm just like so. Hey, Nariba. How's it going? How you been?
She says, "Well, I've been doing pretty good. I hear that you did your second C rank. I just finished my first."
Oh, that's hard. What'd you do?
She says, "Well, it was a whole thing. Let me tell you." And
Okay.
she starts to like launch into the story, and then she kind of stops herself. And she says, "Well, anyway, listen." And she's sort of like, classic, anime girl pushing
Yes.
her two fingers together or whatever.
Of course. Yes. The good old, the classic.
Tried
He
and
says,
true.
"Listen, I was wondering if maybe we could get some dinner or something and talk about it sometime."
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with that. Listen, I do have to ask like a favor of you real quick. But I do definitely want to do the dinner thing. But, so like I kind of was talking to, Shisugi, and she would just really appreciate it if you like wouldn't like bother her all the time about me.
Nariba flushes red and she says, "What did she say to you?"
Well, no, listen, okay, like it's not a huge deal. I just look, okay. I want to go. I want to go on this dinner thing. Okay, I do.
I don't know what she was talking to you about, but she's just super grumpy. Have you met her? She's like grump.
Trust me, I agree. We can bond over this because she hates me. Okay, trust me, I get it. Okay, we kind of it's a whole thing. All right,
I
it's
might have
just
mentioned you like once or twice, maybe.
and you know what? You're probably right. She does seem like a bit of a grumpy old hag sometimes, so it probably wasn't even that big of a deal. Just try not to, because she's like that. You know how she is. Yeah, grumpy old people.
Nariba nods and says, "Don't worry, she won't bother you about me again."
Okay, I don't. Okay, I feel as if I've never mind. But yeah, hey, give me the time and place for that dinner. And I just please don't make this worse with her because she's upset and like we both know she's like that. So
She nods and says, don't worry, it won't be any trouble for you. Don't worry, I've got it under control."
hey,
Oh my gosh.
She grins and sort of she gives you a time and a place,
Okay.
and she heads off.
all right, bye, Nariba. I'm like now stressed out of my mind that my situation with Shisugi is about to get so much worse.
She's gonna freaking kill your ass.
Shisugi's gonna make me pay 10% extra now on everything.
Yes.
So just very briefly, don't worry, we're not gonna do a whole date scene. But you guys,
Say less.
her favorite little ramen place. You guys have a pretty nice time. She tells you all about her C rank mission, and you tell her about yours. Towards the end of the conversation, as the night's sort of getting along, she says, "I had a good time. Should we do this again, maybe?"
Yeah, of course, heck yeah. Also, just wondering, have you heard about the like tuning exams coming up?
She nods and says, "That was what I was going to ask you about."
Well, that's weirdly convenient. Are y'all trying out? Are y'all going for it?
She sort of she says, my teammates wanted to. I wasn't really sure. But then I, saw you at the river, and you were just like incredible, and you went on all these C rank missions and
Come
stuff, and it was, I think it's really cool. I've never really had to work that hard, to be honest, but my clan, they just sort of take care of things for me a lot. But I feel like to be a worthy heir like you are, I should try a little harder, right?
Hey, trust me, I wouldn't quite say I'm a worthy heir yet, although I appreciate it. But yeah, hey, the hard work is where the fun's at. I definitely think y'all should go for it.
She nods and says, well, it sounds like you're going too then. You've already made up your mind.
Well, I haven't officially talked to my team yet, but I it's like a voice in my head, weirdly
sort
enough.
of, waves her hand. She says, "Oh, you're their team leader. I'm sure they'll listen to you."
Well, I like to think that, but we'll see how well that actually goes. We'll see.
Okay. So you guys say farewell for the night. She gives you like a light peck on the cheek
Aw, full blush, just face red. Than's yipping. I look at him like, be quiet. Stay cool.
The third wheel.
Yeah. All right. So you guys all meet up about a month out from the tuning exam with Kenjiro at your favorite place before mission. And he kind of has everyone sit down. You're all eating. And he asks you guys, so how's everybody feeling about the tuning exam coming up?
Say less, I'm in.
Kenjiro grins and says, wow, straight out the gate. How easy to Suiko? How are you guys feeling?
I've been training for this, and it is going well. I guess Kendra would know.
Yeah, Kenjiro, he basically, I mean, he hooked you up with another Jonin to train you. So maybe that'll be like a little side thing that we do for next time. But he looks at Suiko and says, Suiko, how are you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great, looking forward to it. Let's do it.
He nods and says, yeah, so you do need my approval, and of course I'm happy to give it. It sounds like all of you are interested. I will say, I think it's about 50-50. I'm just being honest with you guys. Tuning exam is rough, with a capital R. But I feel like you guys have a pretty good shot at it. You've grown a lot as a team over the past half a year or so. All due to my expert leadership, of course. And,
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
However,
yes.
if you guys fail, then it'll be because of your own faults, okay? Not my tutor.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah.
Well.
Just to make that clear.
Okay.
All right, I'll send in the papers then. Sure. I'll try to get in as much extra training as I can in this next month here.
Heck yeah. Quick, any tips for us on that, by the way, if we are committing to this? Any like quick offhands, like stuff we should prep for?
He shakes his head. He says they switch it up every year, unfortunately.
Dang it.
I can tell you that they have 2 preliminaries usually. The first one is some sort of like mental test or challenge. The second one is sort of a survival situation. And then there's the tournament if you make it through the 2 preliminaries. That's kind of how they always do it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, the details of it, they switch it up a lot. So it really depends. Like I said, we'll get you guys in shape. We'll get you guys ready. I think, like I said, I think you guys have a good shot. So,
I agree.
I'm more than excited for it.
The next month passes. You guys train. And then on the morning of, or the night before, go ahead and make wisdom saves real quick.
Wisdom saves?
The stress of the situation, trying to deal with that stress, that pressure.
13. I don't know what the hell Than's wisdom is.
Oh, Than is fine. Than is not stressed. Are
Okay.
you kidding me?
Hey, I'm just making sure.
Dan doesn't even know what's happening, bro.
Yeah, Than's just happy to get to train.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys head to Konoha Academy where you're supposed to meet up for the exam, and you realize that Suiko is not there. You hurriedly run back to her place and grab her as she missed her alarm clock.
Of course.
As a result,
You say, of course, how dare you?
you guys end up being a little late to the exam, just a little. As you see that all the Genin have already lined up, and if I can find, I need to sort these things. This is ridiculous. I cannot find this.
Izuto's so excited he can't sit still.
Just punching the wall. Just running at it and punching it.
Is it? Oh,
I'm
there
just-
it is. Got it. All right.
Oh,
So,
what a class.
Hold up.
You guys
Pause.
head up here. And the tuning, one of the tuning there, she sort of looks at you guys, says, "Oh, thank God! I was about to count you guys absent." Listen, Thanatos is going to need to stay here for this one. The Proctor's rules.
Even if he just hops on my shoulder?
She nods and says, sorry, you got to wait with Ares here.
All
And
right,
Ares
fair enough.
smiles at Thanatos.
Yeah, I walk over to Than. All right, listen, bud. If he tries to intimidate you, hey, just remember you're better than him, okay? You've accomplished more than he has this whole time.
Thanatos yips uncertainly and sort of obediently runs over next to Thanatos. He says, all right, we'll get you guys there. You're head of the line. We have, everyone already is in their position, so go ahead and head up there now.
Shkabloop. Oh, like up. Oh, I see.
Got a little spot there.
Bro, Easy don't move. And I shove Easy 2 out of the way so I can stand by Nariba.
Funny,
By your girlfriend?
It's not even Nariba, bro. Idiot.
Yeah.
The one below is Nariba.
Nariba's below.
Oh, I thought.
The
Yeah,
one
I
next to
got
you.
Easy to tell you want to stand by your girlfriend?
Not my girlfriend, but yes.
Okay, there we go.
I shove Easy 2 out of the way. Easy 2 pushes Suiko out of the way.
You goddamn simps.
The
Damn right.
Genin around you, sort of a fair amount of them glare at you, but the friendly ones from the Leaf Village sort of give you a small wave, particularly Nariba and Naki. Even Nara, he sort of gives Suiko like a thumbs up or something.
Oh, nice.
However, Arata, as you sort of are shoving to get closer to Nariba, you end up sort of standing in your position there. And Akami, your classroom teacher, he sort of steps forward. He says, all right, now that everyone's here, listen, I'm not actually the proctor of this exam, but he's not here right now, and I have some instructions, so we'll just get to it. And he begins reading off some instructions. As he does so, Arata, you feel this like incredible tension in the back of your neck. There's like chills running up your spine.
Okay.
You look to your right, and there's a person there, and I will move him just so you can see the nameplate.
So,
Genin is staring at you with this like evil-looking grin on her face.
Okay.
And she says, "Here you've been looking for me, Arata."